Yo, guys. Hey, welcome to the Radzone. I'm your host, Party Paul. Welcome to this awesome evening. This is going to be an interesting episode of the Radzone because I just couldn't resist to do something different today. A little bit different than usual. Instead of toys, we're going to go into crazy vintage toy and gaming magazines. Okay. Now, let's just show you what we're in for today. Just a little bit of this is kind of just going to be a smattering of what's going to happen. Now, I don't see anyone here in the chat yet. I'll just wait for people to show up. But while we're doing that, I'll show you guys what is in store. I'll give you like a rundown of the various stuff we're going to do. Look, we got GamePro, a few GamePro issues. This is like old, so this is like stuff, like look at this, like the GamePro, like they covered like, it's all the old vintage consoles. Nintendo, Genesis, TurboGrafx 16, Sega, Atari, Game Boy, and Lynx. Atari Lynx. This is like ancient stuff. So we got like old school stuff, another GamePro. It's like a Halloween GamePro. And, okay, and then Electronic Gaming Monthly. If you guys remember that, this was actually my favorite. This was my favorite gaming magazine. I think this was the first one I ever got. Either this one or one of these two. These two are the first electronic gaming magazines. These are the first electronic gaming magazines, period, I ever got. It was Electronic Gaming Monthly. But these are actually the first ones that I ever got. Any electronic gaming. I got these before I even started getting the Nintendo Power. Because I actually wasn't into Nintendo Power in the NES generation. I only started getting into gaming mags around the Sega Genesis generation because I was super into Sega Genesis. Like I was a kid, I grew up with Nintendo, but I really started getting into the gaming craze once the 16-bit consoles came out. So I was super into Sega Genesis, and this was the first gaming magazine I ever got. And it was Sega Genesis related. It's the Super Nintendo in here, Sega Genesis. They got a Ninja Gaiden 2 review. So they still have like NES, Nintendo, Sega. Yeah, again, at the top there, you can see Nintendo, Sega, Atari, TurboGrafx 16, Genesis, Game Boy, Lynx, and arcades. So, and this is like early 90s stuff. This is like probably what, 91? So same thing with that. I've got like, yeah, so Electronic Gaming Monthly. As you can see, this is like talking about TurboGrafx 16 versus Genesis. This is when they were both new. So it's talking about TurboGrafx 16 versus Genesis when they were brand new. It's crazy. It was a war. It was like a war between TurboGrafx 16 and Sega Genesis, and NES and even Sega Master System was still a thing back then. So I've got those. I've got a whole bunch of those. I got a whole whack load of these ones, just a whole whack load of Electronic Gaming Monthly, Strider for Genesis, like all these ancient ones. So many for just I don't. And this is some oddball, an oddball video game monthly magazine. It's just called Video Games and Computer Entertainment. Really basic, but I got it because I was so into the Atari Lynx. When the Atari Lynx first came out, I was mesmerized. I was so fascinated by this piece of technology, this crazy handheld piece of technology that was like, what is this even? How could they get something? How could they get such a crazy advanced piece of technology into such a small package? To me, this was like the absolute, the epitome of like super technology was the fact that obviously it's not this small, but this gaming magazine was showing off the fact that it's a handheld gaming system, but color. So it was like, oh, it's so small. But I mean, the thing is huge. By today's standards, it's like this big. It's a giant brick. You had literally, it's like this. I have it. I have an actual physical copy of the Atari Lynx. It's like this big. You have to carry it around like it's crazy. It's not handheld, I would say. It is not handheld. So that is yeah. So it's just hilarious how much technology has changed and what it was back then. Oh yeah, I've got another GamePro here. I got a GamePro when The Simpsons was still pretty new. Gosh, this one's always kind of jangly. The cover on this is kind of really, the cover on this one's really fragile. So yeah, GamePro with Nintendo. That's pretty cool. So all this old stuff. This is like vintage. Yeah, this I have to take care of that one. And then, so that's the gaming magazines, but I've also got some crazy magazines from Japan, crazy toy magazines from Japan that are just crazy. I picked these up last year when I was in Tokyo. When I was in Japan, I picked up tons of old toy. These are retro. Some of them are retro, some of them are newer, but they're like toy magazines from Japan. Now, and here's a couple more. A couple more of those ones. Hyper Hobby. I got a few brands. Hyper Hobby. This one, which I can't read. I got a few issues of that one, which I cannot read. And also, I've got this one. This one's really special. I picked up this one from Japan. It has one of the only, has the only printed version, the only printed, it's the only example, it's the only publication that printed this really, really rare Japanese Transformers story. That's not, it hasn't been printed anywhere else ever since. So it's only in here, this original Japanese Transformers story, written and illustrated by the same guy who released those, who drew all the other manga. That manga has all been released recently on Amazon and stuff. Wait, I'm going to get it so I can show you. Give me 1 second because I want to show you what exactly I'm talking about here. Let me just, okay. First I'll let me just spread this out. Let me spread all the magazines out so you can see all this awesomeness here. There's like so much awesomeness. You guys can take a gander at what I've got here. Just so much coolness here. We're gonna go through as much of this as we can today. It's gonna be so rad. So yeah, this is gonna be super cool. Super cool. And so okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go in my room to get that book I'm talking about, the one that's Amazon. What? Since I mentioned to you, I do have the Atari links and whatnot. When I pull it out, when I actually pull that mother out, because I think you can flip and actually be able to see a real life Atari links. So. Because yeah, that's part of it. I consider that as part of the show today. Because yeah, well, I mean, I'll show you magazines, but I want to make references to the items in the magazines as much as possible. And it just so happens that I have a few of them. So here we go. We're back here. I'm just going to put this down here. So basically, let me show you here. Just for those of you who have never seen a Lynx before, this is an Atari Lynx. It is the handheld system that is being shown off in. Where is it? In that magazine I just showed. Oh gosh, where'd it go now? The magazine. Gosh, I've got so many here. Here we go. No, that's not it. Geez, where is it? Anyway, so yeah, that magazine I just showed you. The Atari Lynx. This is the actual physical copy. The original Atari Lynx I got a few years ago. It is a beast. Look at this. It's actually just slightly smaller than this box. It's not very big, not very small, but it was advertised as this marvel of technology. So yeah, literally it's like goes about this big. It's like up to here on the box with the packaging. So it's like this big. So really, you still got to carry it with it. You still need to have it in a backpack or something to actually, take it around with you. But it is technically portable. So that's why it has that claim to fame. And now what I was talking about in this this book, this Transformers book I have here from Japan, this magazine. There's a print. I mentioned the printed comic in here that is exclusive, made by the same guy who drew all the other original Transformers manga. The post look. Well, the G1 manga that came after the North American stuff. So this is all like Headmasters, Master Force, and Victory stuff, and it's all like in these books. These are the ones you can get these from Amazon. These are like, and I suggest you get them as soon as you can because they're probably going to disappear soon. But yeah, these are on Amazon. They're beautifully reprinted manga from an old era, but they're new prints. But now, even from all this manga, there's 3 editions of three. There's volume 1, 2, and 3. Even from all these, there was still this one story in here that was missing. They never reprinted it, so I have it in here. So I can show you that first. Even we're gonna just dive in. I'm gonna show you this one first because I'm excited to show you this one because it is a piece of. I didn't realize I didn't even realize I had it till recently because the way that I realized I had it is because shout out to Proto Man. Shout out to Proto Man of Slag Podcast. He, in his podcast, he mentioned it in a podcast recently that there was an unpublished story, there was a story published in here that was unpublished anywhere else. And when he showed the cover, I was like, wait a second. I was like, I recognize that. At least I think it was Proto Man. No, I'm not sure. I think it was Proto Man who posted it. I think anyway, but. When I realized that I might have it, I was like, I looked through my drawers and I was like, oh my God, do I actually have that? So when I found it, I was like, oh my God, I have it. It's so cool. So I'm so happy I decided to pick this one up from Japan. So I'll show you the insides so you can see the cool thing I'm talking about, the cool story I'm talking about in here. We're just going to basically go into like the whole, basically this episode is going to be all about the books. And it's not going to be as long. I'm going to do this for about an hour. And yeah, so beautiful dust jacket. Look at that on the cover. Like the jacket is hiding this amazing black and white cover that is just, it's a black and white version of the art, of some of the art. This is not the exclusive one I was talking about, but this is also an art story inside that is full color inside, but it's showing the black and white on the outside. So it's really beautiful. Super nice. Let me also, who's in the chat? Let me see who's here right now. So anyone who's joined, please say hi. Let me know who you are. And yeah, say howdy. This is what we do here. We're very vocal in the chat. We have a community vibe here. So let me know who you are and say hello. And yeah, cool. So let me just open this thing up proper. Okay, I'll put the dust jacket back on. And okay, come on, let's do this. All right, so beautiful. So here we got an amazing photo of poster of Fortress Maximus. This is a giant poster that folds out. I'll show it to you maybe a bit later. It's a massive poster that folds out beautifully. Here's the color version of that story I just showed you the on the cover. It's the colored version. Now I know that, yeah, this is beautiful. Now, yeah, I know that I'm probably like no, it's right way. Yeah. There's the color. I was about to see if I was opening the book the wrong way, because Japanese books, as we know, read the opposite way as they do in North America. So, but I think I have it open the right way. Anyway, not that it matters. I'm just gonna kind of thumb through the books to show you details and stuff. So let's see here. Now they've got some movies. So this is not a very old book. It's from it's from the the era of the movie, of the old Michael Bay movies, but it's got that story in it that was never printed anywhere else. So let's see. It's got Masterpiece Megatron, Shidor Masterpiece stuff, and pretty cool. It's all got a lot of nice stuff in here. I love the way look at this, look at all this stuff. Wow, it's like an encyclopedia of newer age modern ones. More like what is this? What version is this? Titan's Return? Titan's Return. Yeah, Titan's Return Transformers. But it's just laid out so beautifully. I love the layouts, all the layouts in Japanese production magazine. Like any kind of Japanese printed production is just so freaking beautiful. So nice. Get that Metroplex in there. So nice. Okay. Some more stuff there. Let me, if anybody wants me to stop somewhere, if anyone sees something, oh my God, what was that? Or you can always write in the chat, say in the chat if you want me to stop somewhere, and I can always go back. So feel free. I'm just flipping through stuff, and I think if anything catches your eye and you're like, oh my God, you want me to go back and re-look at something, just let me know. Cool. Now let me find that story. That story I'm talking about is, oh yeah, look at this. That's nice. Old like masterpiece designs there, the illustrations. Where's that story? Here we go. Right at the very end. That story is what I'm talking about. That unpublished anywhere else, an exclusive story. Here we go. Look at this. And it's in full color. So the same guy who drew the manga that I just showed you, and yeah, same dude, same artist, I guess the same writer, I guess, but same artist. And so it's just something's going on there. Headmaster's Adventure with some Master Force characters, and they're doing some stuff. There's six shots doing something there, and Weird Wolf, and let's see, and then next page you got Chrome Dome. We got some Master Force dudes. So I'm assuming this is a Master Force story, but then there's like, what's this guy? Like King, like Mega Megatron, Super Megatron? Is that Super Megatron? So he kind of shows up and does something. I don't know. It's all Japanese. I cannot read Japanese. I wish I could read Japanese. It's times like this where reading Japanese would be real handy. Super cool. Nani? I know a few words just because I only know a couple words because Ninjatron says them often. So I just know the words Ninjatron tells me. Nani? Nani? Is it not Nani? What? Look at that cool gun. Hard heads shooting his massive gun. And then there's this, and then yeah, the super, is that Super Megatron? Kind of like la 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 la. And is that Spike in a suit? And it's Christmas time apparently. So I guess, is this a Christmas story? Is this a Japanese Transformers Christmas story? One of the only Christmas stories in Transformers lore, because there wasn't any really Christmas. I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's everything. That's so it's just a 3-page, 4-page, no, 6-page. 6-page story. 6-page story. 6-page story that has only been printed here. That's really cool. So yeah, cool guys. That's that. Okay, let's move on. There's that one. Okay, what's next? Let's go into some more Japanese. Let's go into some more Japanese because this stuff is really cool. This is like, okay, this book alone. This book is so cool. There's so much cool stuff in this book. Let me just like, gee whiz, I'm gonna like, oh, gosh, I want to like stack things a bit differently here because there's so much going on here. Hang on. Okay, put this here. Okay, there's a lot happening here. Okay. Okay, so, oh wait, no, this one I was just looking at. Where's the, okay, this one. I want to show you the good stuff. Okay, well, it's all good stuff, but. Okay, now, first thing, it's like, it's very promising. There's some cool toys to be shown in here. As soon as I opened it, I was like, oh my goodness, there's like so many cool funky toys. I guess it's also a Christmas issue, maybe? Okay, I love the Shogun Warrior stuff. Okay, now we're getting some toys. It goes into some Shogun Warrior toys right away. I guess. No, I don't know. I actually do not know of this era. I don't know if this is vintage stuff or this is like a more recent releases from like Soul of Hulk Hogan, whatever that is. I call it Soul of Hulk Hogan because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So here's some cool art. Cool, funky. No, that looks. I'm sure some of that is pretty vintage. And let me know what you're thinking about those guys. Oh, look at this stuff. Look at how pretty this is. Look at that. Just 2 pages of like beauty. Oh, that's so cool. Ninja, are you here? Who's here right now? Speak up. Let me hear who's here because I want to know who's here enjoying this. Or even if you're hating it, let me know. If you're just watching this and you're like, oh, I can't stand this, let me know too. So what's this? Look at those funny looking dudes there. I like this guy. Whoever this is, that little guy. That guy looks cool. I wonder how much these things are worth. These guys. There's so much of this stuff. It's so cool. I just love the designs, the shapes, the colors. All these awesome toys. I recognize these characters because I see them over and over and over. Oh, I have some of those keychains. Got some of those keychains there. But I actually don't know a lot of these names. I know there's I recognized what's his name? Goldarak, and yeah, stuff like that. So I know a few of them, but a lot of these guys are just still kind of mysterious to me, and I love them. I think these are some original. Are those like the original Super Sentai guys from like way back in the day? I'm not sure if these are the original guys, but I saw when I was in Japan, I saw some actual figures. I saw the figures of the original Super Sentai, and they were expensive. Like I saw them on display behind glass. They were expensive. I don't know if there was, I don't know. Mandarake. Mandarake is that really popular secondhand store in Japan that sells all this kind of stuff, but at tourist prices. It's like they know what they have, and they know that it's mostly tourists who shop there, so they have high prices. It is, yeah, unfortunately, they know what they got, but not everything there is high prices. Like you can find a lot of really cool toys for really good prices at Mandarake. It's just depends on just totally depends. Depends what it is. But most toys that you can find, anything boxed, anything still in the box will usually be in immaculate condition, because look at that gold guy. Look, well, that silver weird. That's weird. It's all chrome. Who's that? Who's that chrome dude? So yeah. So anyway, I was gonna say that's in Japan. They take really good care of their toys, and even secondhand toys. Even secondhand toys are like new to us. Really, it's like there might be a tiny ding on the box which is pretty much standard when you get items shipped here through Amazon or whatever. I mean, there's always things. In Japan, it's crazy. That little ding on their box will they'll knock down into like sometimes it'll be like a half price thing just because of some kind of ding or dent on the box. Hey, Ninja's here. Cool. Ninja says, no, I'm making tacos. Leave me alone. Wow, buddy. That's harsh. That's harsh. Making tacos, eh? Make some for me, eh? Make some tacos for me, pal. I want some tacos. Give me some freaking tacos. Why are you making tacos by yourself, Ninja? Are you by yourself? Are you sharing your tacos with someone? Look at these. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Who's that guy? Ninja, if you know any of these people, tell me who they are. And Ninja, if you're sharing tacos with someone, then good for you. If you're eating tacos alone, then please share them with me. You can send them to me. Look at these. Look at this wrestling guys. Oh my God, are these Japanese wrestlers? This is holy jeez. Look at this. What is this from? I don't know. Does anyone recognize these wrestlers? Is there anyone that recognizable from Japanese wrestling circuits? I have no idea, but that's pretty cool. Now a lot of these are just now it's just kind of like old, like black and white stuff. I didn't buy the magazine for this stuff. I'm really kind of like I'm just attracted to the cool colors and the what is this? That's weird. What is that? And I'm attracted to the colors and the shapes and the toys. Just so weird. Oh, look at these guys. I have a variation of this guy. I got this guy, but the green version. And Star Wars. Weird. What era is that? Is that Power of the Force? So now we know. Okay, so this magazine is definitely since Power of the Force came out. It kind of dates it there for us. Monsters Wanted. Gorgo. Nice. Oh, cool. An alien dude. Are these like some board games or trains? Oh, what? Look at that! Transformers Generation. Oh, that's okay. Generations. That's advertising Transformers Generations. I have that book, Transformers Generations. But that's a nice ad for that book, which is cool. Oh my goodness, look at these. Holy crap. Oh, what a sweet. Look at this Ninja. Ninja says, I am by myself like 70s New Japan. Oh, sorry. Oh, Ninja says, I am by myself and will eat them all. Well, fine. And Ninja says, that ring looks like 70s New Japan Pro Wrestling. Cool. So it's I know of New Japan Pro Wrestling, but that's the 70s version? Really? How far back does New Japan Pro Wrestling go? I'm really not aware of its history. But look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this. These colors, the Dreadwing and my buddy Quick Switch. Such a beautiful layout. And there's more. Oh, look at this. There's Quake. There's Spinister. There's Double Dealer. Oh gosh, that is beautiful. This the latest that rich background color. Oh, the mini headmasters, the Piranacon. Oh man, that's freaking gorgeous. This is great. And these are just a bunch of weird stuff. This is so cool. Star Wars. Oh, cool little cartoony things. What's that? Don't know. Here's some Kamen Rider. Oh wait. Who's that cyborg guy? Cyborg Saga? Cyborg Saga. Dolls. Stuff. Oh, cool. Funny figures. I might want to change my camera because this is like, this camera setup is like bothering me at the moment. Watches. I don't know what that's. You know what? Hang on. Let me spin myself around. Let me turn myself around because that's what it's all about. Yo! Okay, I'm going to turn myself to the other side of the camera. Hi. I'm just going to spin myself around here so that, so I can actually kind of spin it from here. This might be more comfy for me. Maybe. And I'm going to make it so that we can take a closer look. Take a closer look at all this juicy material. Wicked. Okay. You know, this is good. I'm gonna make sure that we can see everything here. I want to give you guys like the best view of the house. So let's zoom even further. How's that? It's pretty central, right? That's pretty good. Ninja says, I see Zamburger? Is that like a hamburger? Oops. Okay, here's some cool. Oh, those are nice. Here's some what's that guy's name again? There's a bunch of Ultraman. Oh, by the way, I just saw today. I just saw the ad. I just saw the ad today for Ultraman. What's it? Ultraman Omega. That's coming out. I'm really excited about that. Looks really cool. Ultraman Omega. Anyone else see that today? It's coming out. Oh wait, am I going the wrong way? Yes, I'm going the wrong way. Oops, going the wrong way because I already passed that. Okay, Ultraman Omega. It's coming out in July. It's like a long time to wait, but it looks really cool. Oh wow, look at that. There's some groovy. What's it? Gundam. What is this? Is this more wrestling? More wrestling stuff? Cool. The Gamera Times. Look at this. The Gamera Times. Nice. Okay, this is just looks like stuff for sale, black and white stuff. I think there was like let's see here. Figure guides. This is just ads for different shops, I guess, right? Neat. Super Festival. Oh, what the? Bruce Lee action figure. Look at that. 16,000. This is like seven. Is that like what? That's $160, like $170. $160, $170 Canadian. Dang. Jeez. Holy crap! Look at these. Just a full. Look at this Astro Boy stuff. Just a full page, double spread page, splash page. Ah, Batman. There's like this is cool. Just this random. Ah. Funny dolls. James the Giant Peach. What the heck? Weird. Gundam. Look who's back. Back again. Prime is back. Okay, this is like getting more and more boring. A little more uneventful. Guns. Does that say Spawn? Let's see. Smile. Toy shows. This is like toy shows. This is advertising. That's interesting. I wonder if there's Toy Bros, Star Wars Watches Kids. That's that book. So that was this one. Let's see. I want to go through. I want to find. Okay, there's a few that are just really cool looking. So I'm gonna check out a couple more of these funky ones here. Like here's a good one. This also looked like a really fun one. Oh wait, Hobby. There we go. Hyper Hobby. This one's called Hyper Hobby, as you can see. Hyper Hobby. Hyper Stage. Look at this Kellogg's cuteness. Tron, funny Tron looking toys. Weird. Interesting. Let's see what we got. Okay. Oh yeah. Cool Power Rangers stuff. Go Power Rangers. What else? Okay. Whoa. Neat. What is this? This is Power Ranger stuff. But look, there's like a weird snaky train thing and some other. Looks cool. Looks like role play toys for one of the. Oh no, sorry, Kamen Rider. Sorry, not Power Rangers. Kamen Rider. Duh. Here's some Gamera and Sofubi and dolls and stuff and. It's neat. Cool. There's some Godzilla stuff. There's some other funny dudes. I see this guy everywhere. Ninja, who's he? Who's that guy? I don't know. Got some just wrestler dude. Ooh, nice. Back to the Future car over here. Are these like Gashapon toys? I don't know. This is. Ooh, who's that gold guy? Who's that three-headed dude here? Holy crap! Look at this, a fish dude, bug dudes. Oh, these guys are great. These guys are like, look at these guys. They look crazy cool. They're just romping. Let's see. Oh wow. I like these guys. And this guy. That looks really ridiculous. Well, that's cool. Okay. Oh, these guys. Space Iron Kaidoman, or like Space Iron Kaidoman, something like that, right? I remember them from. Me and my friend Tyler used to watch those guys. I first found out about them a long time ago. It was really hard to find media on them but I went crazy for like I love these guys because they had TV screens in their heads. Their heads had TV screens inside of them. on the show, and it was just so weird. Loved it. Cool, weird Gundam type stuff. Don't know. This is Monsters Inc. Okay, interesting. Monsters Inc. I guess Monsters Inc. was actually really big in Japan, right? I think a few Disney things. Some Disney stuff is really what the hell is like 4 pages of Monsters Inc. What the hell? Weird. Does it really deserve that much attention? Hyper movie. Who's this guy? Is that a doll or is that just a scene from the? Okay. Oh wait, here's scene one. Oh, cool. Go Speed Racer. Sweet, and all these. That's interesting. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer. Go. And it's just like is that a cosplay convention or something? Oh look, Hyper Hobby. What is this? It's a little. What is that? It's a little. Oh, it's like a special exclusive card or something. Look at this. On the inside, it's like a special Hyper Hobby card. Roman album. What is that? It's taped. It's taped here. Look at this. Should I open it? Oh my God, should I open it? What's inside? Ninja, what's inside? What's this? Ninja, do you know what this is? I want to know what this is. That's so crazy. I've never seen that anywhere before. Okay, so this guy looks cool, whatever that is. And then we got some strange stuff here too. Let's see what's going on here. I want to find out. Wow, what the? Again, so weird. So much weird stuff. Just interesting weird stuff. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get through a bunch of this stuff here. Okay. Okay, this doesn't look like it's really. This looks like a lot of just not super interesting. Okay, this is just stuff. Okay, wait, there's more good stuff. More good stuff. Here we go. Look at that. What is this? What the heck is this? What is that? Danji Gang Express. What is Danji Gang Express? That looks crazy. I want that, whatever that is. Holy jeez, what is that? That's weird. That's so cool. Is he a combiner of some kind? Or oh, that's freaking cool. Where can I find these guys? Oh, well, in Japan, I guess. Look at that. They come as 3 different dudes, and I guess they combine. I'm guessing this is their combined form. That's freaking cool, man. I think I want that guy. Oh, nice, more Transformers stuff. And look, and they're showing like showing whatever this dude is. That's cool. And these guys, what are these guys? 2002 new. It says 2002 new hero. And then here we got Six Shot, who I featured last week. If for those of you who were here last week in the Radzone, we transformed Six Shot all 6 times. And look, we got some Brave guys down there. Some Brave. Cool. I wonder, like that's G1 Six Shot, but why? I wonder why they're it's really interesting. They're advertising G1 Six Shot there. Oh, because maybe that was the re-release, because they re-released them. Maybe this was when they re-released them in Japan. But so that was, I guess, early 2000s, 2000s-ish, maybe something like that. These are kind of interesting. Star Wars stuff. Okay, this is weird looking Sofubis and some. Is that like? Oh, that's like Battle of the Planets, right? Ooh, cool. Sofubis. These guys look funky. What is this? Is that Godzilla in a building or what's weird? And they got some more Goldorak, and Kamen Rider. And this looks cool. Is this like is there a cartoon? Okay, the movie. Okay, geez, is there seriously movies? Is there media where all these characters are all together in the same events? Like we got this guy, Goldorak. Well, I guess are they all versions of Goldorak? I don't even know. But is this seriously all together? Because that's pretty cool if they're all together. This guy, I've seen him in movies. I've seen him in a movie, but those figures. There's like crazy. There's so many crazy figures. I saw so many. I mean, this is an example of what I was seeing in Japan. I saw so much crazy shit in Japan that I was like, what is this? I don't know what this is. Where did this come from? What is this? There was constantly. I was seeing crazy stuff in Japan that I was like, I don't even know what this. I have no idea what this is, but it's freaking amazing. I saw that. That was my experience every freaking day. Oh, Ninja says that's Dai Gunder. Okay, I think that was from something I asked about a long time ago. Dai Gunder. Okay. Oh my goodness, who is this? That is the craziest looking bad. Look at that bad guy. What even is that? Is he a washboard? Is he a giant washboard? Or like, look at that. That's crazy. I want him. Whatever he is, I want him. It's just ridiculous. Look, it looks like a moldy washboard. He's covered in evil mold, and he attacks clean washboards. And Ultraman's not going to have that. You got to take that mother down. What is this? What does that do? This alien that looks like an Ultraman type thing, but it's like an alien or a bad guy, or I don't know. That's crazy. That's cool stuff, man. What is this stuff? This is so cool. I like that guy. Okay. Ooh, look, Transformers. What are these? Looks like a robot heroes. Looks like robot masters or something. Interesting. Interesting. These are like clips of. Are those like collector cards for Ultraman from Ultraman? Like scenes from Ultraman? Just like I don't know, just random scenes and stuff. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Could be anything. Okay, now it's just a bunch of ads. 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 Oh, another. No, okay, it's like a subscription thingy, whatever. Ads, 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 ads. Stuff. Weird looking stuff there. That's some cool stuff there. Some cutesy poopsy stuff. I don't like whoever's watching this. I apologize if you guys are like freaking out over some things that I'm just kind of like glossing over because, like I said, there's a lot of Japanese stuff I don't. What is all this? Is this like average? Is this like looks like pop stars or like almost like a charity like reminds me of the kind of like pictures you see in children's charities in North America, except they're clearly doing quite well. They're eating and happy and stuff. So I have no idea what this is all about. And interesting. So yeah, I apologize if I'm glossing over and passing over things quickly that you guys might be loving, but it's just there's a lot of this I just don't know what it is. So I'm just whatever doesn't appeal to me right away, I'm just like, okay, well, skip. But maybe there's lots of stuff here that you love. If you're seeing crazy stuff in here that I'm just not even talking about, please leave a comment. Leave a comment in the video to tell me some of the crazy cool stuff that you are seeing in here that's blowing your mind. If there's anything here blowing your mind, let me know. Leave a comment. Leave a comment because I'd love to hear about it. What are these? These are cool. These are cool. These are cool. I like these Sofubis. They're cute. Oh, they're cute. And these weird looking skin colored ones. And okay, this is cute. I like these guys. And I have a bunch of these guys. I have these guys. So I guess these are Power Ranger versions of them. But I have those dudes. I have some of those. I collected them from thrift stores. Ooh, what's this? Rock and roll pop star J-pop stars, or some cosplay stuff. Again, I wish I read Japanese. It'd be so. Oh wow! Look at this. How to make a hero. How to make the hero. I guess is it a paint kit? You get to paint them. Get to paint like dolls. Oops, sorry, dolls. And look at this guy. He's loving life. That guy. Oh, Hedora. He's like a melty version of Hedora. Kind of cool. I saw so many versions of Hedora in Japan. Oh, she's cute. Look at her. I saw so many cool versions of Hedora in Japan that blew my mind. Oh, nice. The back issue. Okay, so that's this guy. No, I wanted to go back and show you. Wait. Wait. Is this? Did I show this one already? No, I didn't. Did we? No, we didn't go to this one. Oh, well, there's another one. Okay, so this one, and then we haven't even got to the gaming magazines. I want to do the gaming magazines after this because these are definitely very clearly two different kinds of magazines, right? So we got through a few. I want to do this one just to see if there's anything interesting. So another hyper hobby. Okay. Now there's some stuff in here that was not very. I looked through this one before, and a lot of it's non-interesting. So this looks pretty modern, right? Because this is like Ultraman Ginga, so it's not too old, right? And that looks cool. Who's that? Is that an Ultraman guy, or that's like some other guy, right? That's cool. And those are neat. Is that like, is this like showing some of the studios or the museums you can visit in Tokyo, like the Kamen Rider museums and things? That's freaking cool. Okay, this is like it's a giant explosion, and then people sleeping peacefully. What is it? It's Kamen Rider characters sleeping peacefully with their girlfriends or something? What is this? Is that weirdness? Fun. Okay, this is just random. Looks kind of random. Oh, nice spread. Ginga, I love Ultraman Ginga. Ginga's so freaking cool. I don't know. I just love that the cool blue, the blueness chest, that glowing, all that glowing blue area. It's just really cool. Always been into Ultraman Ginga's specific style. He's just cool. So this looks like lots of Ultraman Ginga stuff happening in there. Ninja, are you alive, man? You alive? Are you eating your tacos? What are you doing, buddy? You're like, oh, what is this? I don't know what this stuff is. Who are those guys? Ninja, what's up? You're so quiet. Oh, there's Iron Man. There's Sky. There's oh, neat. It's those weird dino guys, whatever. There's a few pages of them, and some guns and swords, cosplay, like role play toys. See, these guys. There was tons of these figures on major discount at like Mandarake. Tons of these guys, but I didn't get them. I didn't really like. It didn't look like very good build quality. I was kind of like, yeah, didn't look that great. But I do like. I mean, I like the style. I do like how they look, but I didn't like the. I don't know. They looked like it was kind of cheap. Oh, cool. Is that Kamen Rider Black? Kamen Rider Black. Look at that bike. The bike looks awesome. The bike looks like a larva. Ninja says, I ate the tacos, leaving none. Well, gee whiz, you greedy little bugger, Ninja. Greedy Ninja. Who's that guy in the white there? That's cool. Oh, this looks like. Oh, this is like definitely, yeah, it's a Kamen Rider version. Some version of Kamen Rider that I'm not familiar with. Probably that something looks very new. Hyper Showtime. Cute stuff. Cool. Kamen Rider motorcycle. Sailor Moon stuff. Other cool, interesting stuff. Whoa! I think I have their CD. These girls. I had their CD. They kind of did like remixes of anime songs and stuff or something. But I think I have their CD. It was also very, very cheap at a thrift store. Cool. So that's the thing. I don't know if like I got a few. I picked up a few of these guys. These ones like start off as eggs, and they unfold. They kind of transform into their respective characters. And more Ranger stuff. Let's see here. Let's see. Cool stuff, cool models and things. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Wow. There's a Metroplex, and this is all okay. This is all again. Which line is this? It's hard for me to tell now because the Japanese lines are sometimes different. So it's not Titans Returns, is it? It's well from it's I guess Transformers Prime. Some of it looks Transformers Prime, but it also looks there's a few figures that are Cyber Force. No, that's Cyber Force, maybe. I don't know. Then there's Star Wars stuff, and wow, nice. I like him. I keep on forgetting his name. Gang. That's cool. I like this guy because he's all chrome. He's freaking cool, whoever he is. I like him. I want to watch more media with him. There's some. It looks like DC stuff. Yeah. Cool aliens. Evangelion, Kamen Rider stuff. Who's that guy? That guy looks like he's full of pus. Stuff. Ooh, cool. Cute. Stuff. Whoa, so those look cool. Those look cool. I like this cool rainbow looking guy. Excuse me. I'm hiccuping. Wow, I love these pages that are just full of crap, just full of like. I want these swords. I like them, whatever they do, whatever they are. They just look cool. I like these cool things there, little figures and stuff. Look funny, look cool. Probably maybe these are Gashapon. Maybe these are Gashapon prizes. Yeah, these definitely look like the kinds of stuff you get Gashapon. So they look like Gashapon type stuff. And look, animals! Just because. Gashapon looks, yeah, these totally look like Gashapon things. Look at the cuties. Mind you, these are probably are not. Gashapon stuff is way cheaper. This is actually probably not Gashapon stuff. But it just, oh, look at this guy. Who's this guy there? Who's that guy? That guy's cool, whoever that guy is. And this guy's cute. Cute little bear guys. Are those brains? Those Kamen Rider guys with brains in them? I want to know what these guys are with the brains in them. Ninja, what are those? With the brains. Okay. Stuff. It's cute. Stuff. Oh, wait. Is this a TV show of something? This is. Oh, look at these weird things. What is this? What show is this from? Floating Fortress, a flying shark scorpion, something else, UFOs. Like this looks really cool. What version is this? A Super Sentai thing or? I like this, whatever it is. I want to know what media this is so I can watch it. That looks really cool. Maybe this is the same thing. I guess it's probably these guys who were there. It's probably from that show. Whatever this is. Wow, neat. This guy looks cool. It's also a mini comic. It's like a little mini comic here. Black and white. Okay, you know what? I really hope it decides to focus on this now. Okay, comic. Nope. Whatevs. So, oops, skip past a few. So this is also a henshin character, maybe like a tokusatsu Kamen Rider-ish guy, or oh wait, there we go. Look at that. That's cool. That looks nice. And then more black and white stuff. So different like things like the end of. Oh, Ninja says the brain guy is Hakaider. Oh, it's Hakaider. Oh, that's yeah, I knew that. I didn't recognize him with the in the chibi. I didn't recognize him in the chibi form. Oops, sorry, knocked the camera. Yeah. So okay, now it's just a bunch of like ads and stuff, whatever. And these. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's that. Now hang on. There's. Is there anything else from the gaming stuff or from the what's it called, from the Japanese stuff? There's this. Okay, there's one thing. There's this book. I was disappointed in this one. I did get a lot more books, but I'm just going to show these ones today. But this book is mostly this. I didn't really find much in this book that I thought was interesting. But I do want to show you one thing. One thing that stood up. Most of this book is kind of like, it just didn't really appeal to me very much. But because I guess every issue is different. But look at the cute little dinosaur. But there's every issue is different. And I also don't know what eras. Like I was just picking up random books from different eras. Well, I guess I could just look at the date on the cover, really, but I haven't taken the time to do that, really. This is Gashapon stuff for sure. That stuff there, that's definitely Gashapon stuff. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I want to show you the stuff. Oh my God, look, it's Waldo, Japanese Waldo. Whoa, look at these guys, these collectors who have tons of Sofubi stuff. Oh, cute. Okay, some of this stuff is cute. What is this? Cloud City. It's an ad for it looks like an ad for a shoe store. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, that's nice. Okay, there's a few things I want to show. There's a few. Oh wow, nice. Yeah, I saw a few of these guys when I was there. Didn't see that color though. I saw that mold, but not that color. What is that? Crazy. Okay, wait. There is a couple of cool things that I wanted to show you from here, but they're just not. I'm just gonna flip through quick. I don't know where they are. I'm gonna find them. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna find them. There's some. Okay, oh wow, yellow things. Darth Vader thingy, Spider-Man thing. Yes, like, just like, oh, here we go. Okay, look at this. Look at these lighters. They're all different lighters, I guess. I think they're all different lighters that transform. And I'm guessing these are not like, this is not a very old magazine, so I'm guessing these are like reissues, like, because I'm pretty sure these are old molds, but maybe they were reissued recently, and you could actually pick these up now. Like, look at these different. This is so wild. These things, they look so strange. I love these. I like to get the guy at the bottom looks like a boxer with the red. Looks like those are like red boxing gloves. I think he's a barbecue. Yeah, he's a freaking barbecue. Look at that. He's like a little barbecue bot. That is so cool. Oh, they just says Gold Lighten. It's actually a thing, hey? Gold Lighten. It's actually a brand or a line. Made by who? Is it Takara? Or like, because those are just bizarre. I would like to get my hands. I like, yeah, Zippo later robots. It's just pretty cool, pretty weird. Gold Lighten. Yeah, here's another page of them. Look at that. It just looks. I like the guy. I like the barbecue guy. He's my fave. Barbecue bots. And yeah, so yeah, this is the age. Yeah, the 2007, 2006 movie. So it's like that. It dates the magazine all there in prime there too. So you kind of know what era this magazine is from. Ooh, nice image of the Kamen Riders there. Or yeah. Ninja says Tatsunoko animal from early 80s. Ooh, early 80s. Okay, nice. An anime, not animal. Stupid autocorrect. Wait, oh, animal. Oh, anime. Tatsumoto anime from early 80s. Okay, cool. Oh, this looks nice. Whatever this is. Who's that? That's interesting. Who's that elephant guy? Look at this freaky elephant guy. Weird. And oh, Kemi Kaiju. Yo, 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 yo. Kemi Kaiju, what's up, girl? What's up, girlfriend? Oh man, who are these guys? Look at these guys. Oh no, these are enemies. These are like Kamen Rider. These are Kamen Rider bad guys, right? I love how they look. I don't know what yeah, hang on, I'm gonna twist my head. I don't know what version these guys are from, the blue and red guy, but I love how they look. And I love that the cool contrast between them, like this Mr. Blue and Mr. Red scoop. Like they just look so cool. And I saw mostly different like paraphernalia of them. Like I saw like their heads just sewn on cute little change purses and things. I saw more cartoony versions. I actually never saw actual full-on figures of them, like traditional figures and toys of them. But I saw their images in many places on merchandise and stuff. They just look so cool. And now I'm seeing figures of them for the first time. Yeah, I think I went to the Namco Museum and saw them there, I believe, as well. And Kamikaze says, Ninja, I mean you. You're a marsh. Okay, so, oh my God. Ninja, I think Kami is challenging you to battle. Kamikaze just says you're a marshmallow bird person. Ninja, what are you going to do? Are you going to take that line down, Ninja? Are you going to take that with your tacos? Are you going to let that kind of, you're going to let Kami, you're going to let her take you down with those blue steeled words? Marshmallow bird person? Ninja, what do you? I don't know, Ninja. I think your honor's at stake here, my friend. I think your honor's at stake, bro. Kami has just challenged you. So this guy's gonna be the referee in your battle, in your wrestling battle. You and Kami are gonna have a samurai wrestling match in the squared circle next Radzone, next Wednesday. Kami Kaiju versus Ninjatron. What do you guys think? Oh, I like these guys. These are great. These are great. I saw a lot of these kinds of characters all over Japan. So I guess these guys are pretty popular. I want this guy. That little kind of cool. He looks cool. I saw Sofubi's of him, but I didn't pick up that eyeball guy. I saw him too, but he was just too. I was like, I don't want him. He's too freaky. He's cool. I like the idea, but I did not want that in my house. I didn't want this giant eyeball guy staring at me in my room. So I didn't pick him up. He's cool. Oh, these are DVDs. Cool. Ninjatron says I'm too busy for challenges. Chicken. That's just another way of saying, oh, I'm too chicken. I'm afraid that Kamikaze is going to kick my butt, so I'm chicken. I'm just going to use a lame non-ninja excuse, saying, no, I don't feel like fighting. Come on, Ninja. You ever see John Cena turn down a challenge for the belt? I don't think so. You don't turn down a challenge, Ninja. It's not the way this works, my friend. You want to get paid? You gotta fight. You want to be a legend. You want to be immortal. You want to join the showcase of the immortals. You gotta fight, man. You gotta do it. Kamikaze, if Ninja backs down, I will accept your challenge in his place. Look at those guys. I think I have some of those guys. Those are. Okay, this is just blah blah blah. Ninja, there's a belt. Of course, there's a belt. There's always a belt. Kamikaze, right now, Kamikaze holds the belt. She's the champion. And she is challenging you. It's a great honor. I can't believe that you're turning this down, this opportunity. It is clearly a great honor that the infamous Kami Kaiju herself is challenging you, Ninjatron, to the battle of the ages. And you're saying, oh, I gotta eat my tacos. Like, what? Ninja, come on, bro. Look what you're passing up here. I really recommend, Ninja, you start your training. You start, hardcore getting back into your training. And, look at that. Well, that's weird. Yeah. So what do we say, guys? Next week, Radzone, Ninjatron versus Kamikaze, battle to the death. Ninja Samurai wrestling battle to the death. What the? It's a giant chrome Gundam. Crazy. So, oh shoot. Evangelion. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. So I got. See, when I bought these, they were all in bags. I couldn't actually look inside. So I literally just bought all these magazines based on whether or not I like the cover. And I like the cover, but the inside was kind of meh. So that's it. So you know what? Now let's switch into video game mode, you guys. We're gonna play some Electronic Gaming Monthly. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna do all the Electronic Gaming Monthly and the Game Pro. We're gonna start with these Electronic Gaming. Now hang on. Electronic Gaming Monthly is so cool. I'm gonna start with like the earlier issues, which are this one. So these two are my primary. These were the first issues I ever bought from Electronic Gaming Monthly. They're so freaking old now. These are so cool. These are so freaking cool. Look at this. Games galore. This is issue 3. Do I have issue 1 or no? Yeah. This is the first one I ever bought. Now, what's funny is I think I did have more. I think I actually used to have more of these, but I think I sold some back in the day. But I think I had more because from what I remember, I collected these pretty much every month. Like I think I did collect them every month. So I may have much more. Not anymore. Like I think I may have had much more, and I got rid of them over time, which is sad. But anyway, let's open this up. So yeah, I am in the market to find more since I've always been into these things, and they've aged very well. They've never these things have never gone out of style. They're just super. Look at that, Bad Dudes. Like this is now these are so big. I have no idea what these are worth now, but I mean I guess they're getting more and more rare, of course. So I would love to find more. Now here's one of the coolest things about this magazine. This was how you found like gaming reviews before the internet. So before the internet, you found your game reviews in magazines like this. The publishers would gather up tons of games, whatever was new on the market then, and they'd rate them. And that would give you an idea of okay, what games are worth getting and which ones suck. And seriously, these guys were so on the ball. They were almost always completely accurate with their judgments, with their rating system. I bought so many games based on these guys' recommendations. And I was never disappointed. They always, every game that they ranked as high, I was like, yep, that was totally. And even later, a lot of games I have now, I bought during the retro times when they were just, I just bought them at like cheap bins at Blockbuster when Blockbuster was just clearing out Genesis games back then, like way back in the day. So back then, when I managed to get tons of Genesis games for super cheap, I would sometimes go back in these magazines to see what they were rated, and they were accurate. Like I got Super Thunderblade much later, never got it new, got it secondhand, and it's true. The ratings are substandard, and that's exactly how people play the game. It's like kind of like meh. Legendary Axe for TurboGrafx 16, yeah, totally, really great game. You can see it there. Even the Game Boy games, Super Mario. Like maybe I should zoom in a bit even more for this one, if I can get even closer. Hang on, this is gonna be cool if I can show you guys even more detail. Let's see. But I guess yeah, you get some glare from the light though too. So yeah, here we go. We got Super Mario Land, and this look at those. Good. Those are again very accurate ratings. I would give it those ratings too. So a lot of this stuff. Look at that hide line. I remember these terrible. Look at this. Oh, this game. This thing. This is so hard to find. This VHS is so rare and so expensive now. The How to Beat the Greatest Games. And this is new back then. And now it's so hard to find that VHS. So hard to find that. Now, is this interesting? Like, now, anyone here watching this, let me know if this is crazy. Like, let me know if this is bringing back crazy memories. Look at that, Double Dragon 2. It's a full review of Double Dragon 2: The Revenge. Like, I find it interesting that when this magazine was brand new, it was like whatever, not a big deal. These games were just brand new. These games were coming out, and it was just an honest review of these games. Ninja Gaiden 2. But now in retrospect, it's like, what? These are like, some of these are the most classic, most celebrated games of all time. Some of them are. And it's just crazy to look at R-Type, Dragon Spear. Like it's just crazy to see this now in literally retrospect and see how back then they were just, just a casual thing, just games. And now they're like, oh my God, it's that game. It's like this classic revered game in the land of gamedom, maybe. Look, enter and win this incredible TurboGrafx 16. That's so cool. I was such a TurboGrafx 16 fanboy. I super was into the whole concept and the I think it was really the what's it called, the advertising. The advertising for TurboGrafx 16 really got me, but I never bought it. I bought Genesis instead. I bought Genesis instead because really Genesis, from what I read and researched, Genesis was better, and it was. I still to this day argue Genesis is much more advanced than TurboGrafx 16. Better gameplay, better graphics, better color, more colors. Gradius, that's a cool Gradius review for Nintendo. Look at all those cool. Get to see all the bosses. There's the brain boss. I think I might have Gradius, or damn, I remember that. Now it's all these bosses. It's bringing back major memories. I remember all those bosses. I think I did have Gradius as a kid, and I did finish it. I think. Yeah, it's a hard game, really hard game. Tricks of the Trade. This I remember looking at these for like. I remember I would Ninja Get. I would look at these almost like the way I would look at almost the way back in the day when I would look at consumer distributors magazines. Like when I was, being a kid, staring at the toys that you wanted so bad. Sometimes I would do this. I would do the same thing with these video game magazines, being like, oh, I wish I had that game. I really want that one. And I would kind of sit there staring at games and just watching reviews. If I couldn't afford it, I would just get these magazines and just read all the reviews about them and look at all the pictures and stuff. Wonder Boy and Monsterland. Look at this. Game of the month. Oh, Iron Sword Wizards. Yeah, I remember. I have this one for Nintendo. Iron Sword Wizards Warriors 2. So yeah, like Nintendo Player, Sky Shark, Marble Madness, Fantasy Star, Sega Masters for Sega stuff. I think there was a few. Let's see. These ones didn't stand out to me very much. Atari Adventure. Weird. No, where is that? Oh, cool. Look at this. TurboGrafx 16. But yeah, I really fell for. I was really a sucker for all the ads because TurboGrafx 16 had really cool ads. Like I just liked the style. It was very 90s, very 90s ads. And this is one of the best games for TurboGrafx 16. Legendary Axe. This was a great game for TurboGrafx 16. I can still play this game now on emulators because I wish I had, but I do not have an original TurboGrafx 16. But on emulators I play this. It is such a good game. It is such a fun game. It's like very simple, but it's super fun. It holds up. And then Genesis, Altered Beast, and Last Battle. I was such a Genesis fanboy. I drew pictures of Genesis because I wanted it so bad. I eventually afforded Genesis with my subscription to from my newspaper route. I had a newspaper route job and eventually was able to afford my own TV and a Genesis system. And I eventually bought a Game Boy too because of my newspaper route. Look at it. It gives you full maps of Super Mario Land. Again, remember this is all before the internet, guys. This is completely before the internet. Here's an early version of the links, advertising links. The pocket. Look at those graphics showing you those links, those early graphics for the links. Oh, it's crazy. And that's exactly what the graphics look like too. Like those, including the crazy lines on the screen that don't quit. Those insane, weird, ridiculous lines on the screen that make it almost impossible to stare at for more than 10 seconds. But yeah, that's the links. I love it. Archer Monster, what's up, bro? Hello, robot people. I mean, gaming people. Yes, that's right, buddy. Today we're doing gaming stuff. It's vintage gaming magazines from the 90s. Like we're talking like old school NES, Sega Genesis, TurboGrafx 16 stuff. So look at all those old ancient controllers. Remember when these were hot? These different controllers by third parties. So yeah, this was issue 3 of Electronic Gaming Monthly. I'm gonna dive into this issue 8. This is the second issue I ever got. I got this issue specifically because at this time I was really debating over whether to get Genesis or TurboGrafx 16. I was like, which one should I get? They're both awesome because they were both the new 16-bit systems. And yeah, so I bought this thinking, oh, this will help me decide. This will help me decide which one to get. Aaron says, I still collect Starlog magazines to learn how they made movies Dude, that's awesome, bro. I have a whole bunch of Starlog too. I bought them maybe within the past few years. I just got interested in checking out some of those vintage movie mags. So I've got a couple monster movie mags. And yeah, I've got a few Starlogs. I think I have a Superman Starlog and a Star Trek Starlog and maybe a Back to the Future one. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've got a few Starlogs. Those are very fun to read, especially just the retro aspect. Look at this, NES wrestling. Yeah, so Starlog's nice. I think I will show those at some point in the Radzone as well. I would like to show some old Starlog mags. But today we're doing. If you just walked in, you missed the first segment of the show. The first part of the show was showing off Japanese magazines that I got when I was in Tokyo last year. Lots of interesting Japanese magazines that show off toys and things. But now we've moved into gaming mags. Okay, look at this, Double Dragon 2. These are the reviews that were exclusive to this magazine, Electronic Gaming Monthly. They did awesome reviews. Again, very accurate. They were just really good. They were just really good at doing reviews. I trusted them. And like I said, every game I got, based on those reviews, I was always happy with them. This Mega Man 2 and Strider. Look at that. It's freaking cool. What's this? Roadbusters, boys. ASK. I never looked at those games really. Space Harrier for NES. Gold. Oh, they got these wrong. They messed up the titles. Look, Golden Axe says Space Harrier. Space Harrier says Golden Axe. They messed up. Twin Cobra. Oh man, this game, River City. This is like I love this game for NES. River City Ransom, such a good bro. If you're here, bro, check it out. Me and my bro, well, my bro used to play this game all the time, and then I got into it later. But this game was so much fun, and yeah, that's such a great game. Cool. Was it Ordine? I think that, yeah. I remember looking at this game and thinking, wow, what a cool graphic. I was like, for TurboGrafx 16, I was really enamored with this particular graphic, thinking that looks like a cool game. Never got to play it. Never got to play it, even to this day. Ooh, Revenge of Shinobi. Right. I forgot that Godzilla makes an appearance in Revenge of Shinobi. That's so good. And I purchased my my original copy of Revenge of Shinobi for Sega Genesis. I bought it from money from my newspaper routes because of this review. I was like, wow, look at these reviews. It's like shining review, almost some of the highest reviews that they ever gave in this game. So I was like, dude, I got to get this game. If they reviewed it this high, and look at this, I'll actually read a bit of it. It's actually a great review. Shinobi is back with a vengeance. In Revenge of Shinobi, you're all the blah, 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 blah. Okay, but look, the reviews. Look, this is a beautiful game with all the action and adventure you'd expect from a game with the Shinobi name. Multiple magic increase, blah, 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 attack and jumping, fantastic backgrounds, music, more than enough challenge to make this game pure dynamite. A truly phenomenal game, superb. Look, nines too, an excellent game, one of the most amazing home games I've ever played. Look, it's just like massive, like super stellar reviews from all four testers. So I was like, yep, I'm gonna get that game, and I never looked back. No regrets. That game is as amazing as they say. Revenge of Shinobi for Genesis. Also, Golden Axe, amazing game. I would have. That's good. I guess that's a fair rating. It's a fair, but I love that game for Genesis, Golden Axe. So good. Oh, I never played Castlevania for Game Boy. I should get that. Well, look at those reviews. Those are great reviews for Castlevania for Game Boy. That's hopeful. I should take a look at that. I should look these up. Let's see. What else here? Gaming gossip. Flying Dragon. That's cool. Who's the champion of the fighters? Fighting Dragon. I said NES game, yeah. Kung Fu Heroes for NES. That's cute. Did anyone play this one? Oh, cool. Oh, wait. So I'm missing stuff in the chat here, guys. It says, let's see here. Ninja says, hi, Aaron. Archer Monster says, that's what I bought as a kid before comics. That's what I bought. Oh, before comics, you were buying gaming magazines? Or video games? Did you buy, yeah, Archer or anyone, Archer or Ninja or anyone else here, were you into, what was your favorite console? Like at this time that I was poring over these magazines, were you guys into what? Genesis, TurboGrafx 16, NES, Game Boy, Lynx? What was your thing? What was your jam? Look at this. This is great. Now you can play Game Boy games on TV and in color. This was like advertising that Game Boy hack where you could, that system that allowed you to plug it into your TV. That never went off the ground. I think it never. Oh, Link, dude, Archer Monster. You're a Lynx fan, dude. Check it out. I'm a massive Lynx fan. Let me just show you here. I'm a massive Lynx fan, and I've got the steel to prove it. I've got the balls to prove it. I've got an Atari Lynx minted box right here. Original, the first generation, not the new one, not the second generation model. First generation model of the Atari Lynx, minted box, not sealed. I use it, but it's like complete inbox. I've got a bunch of games too. I've always been a fan of Atari Lynx. I've always loved this thing. Yeah, such a cool piece of history. Not just gaming, but just a piece of crazy history. Like such a weird item. Anyway, yeah. So that's cool that I'm glad you're a fan of Lynx too, Aaron. Actually, a lot of people don't even know the Lynx exists. It's like Lynx, like who exactly? What? Atari made a handheld. So few people even know about the Lynx. Because it was so obscure. Even back then, it was obscure. It wasn't a big seller. It was just kind of like it had a very short shelf life, I think. So, oh my God, let's see. Archer Monster. I spent so many quarters on Golden. Yes, dude, me too. We had in my neighborhood growing up. We had an arcade of Golden Axe at the Max convenience store down my street. Me and my brother and our friends, we literally spent entire days there trying to finish that freaking game. That was before Sega Genesis. So, and we did. We finished Golden Axe in the arcades at the Max convenience store down my street. That's awesome, bro. I'm glad we share those wonderful memories. And Ninja says NES and then Super NES. Cool. So your faves are NES and Super NES, but I kept up with everything through magazines. Cool. That's a good Ninja. You keep up. You keep up with all the stuff. And Archer Monster says best system handheld. Yes. Shit adapter. You broke 3 of them. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll be extra careful with mine then. But yes, best system handheld. Yeah, the Lynx was amazing. Amazing. I mean, it's giant, but it's amazing. Kamikaiju says for her, NES and SNES were all you knew. She says NES and SNES is all I knew, and before that, it was finding games on DOS, like Castle Wolfenstein, amazing, and getting into big trouble when my dad saw Hitler in there, totally, because back then it was so controversial. My friends downloaded Castle Wolfenstein when I was in high school, and that was like we were like, oh my god, what is this? It's like, well, it was also one called Doom. I think Doom came after, but Doom used a very similar engine, or the same engine as Castle Wolfenstein, but Castle Wolfenstein came first. And my friends, we downloaded it. And back then, that was like, I mean, it's so cheap and it's just it's so basic. But back then, that was the most extent. That was the best gory. It was the most technologically advanced 3D graphics and gore. There was blood, like pixelated blood. It was great. That was like, we had nightmares. That game gave us nightmares. As crazy and as crude as it was such a great game from back in the day. Okay, Archmonster says Lynx was in color, had dual orientation, right? Because you could flip it, right? The dual orientations you could do left-handed. Right? Yeah, can you imagine playing it right, like the other opposite way, left-handed? So cool. I'm glad that. Yeah, it's so what a weird random option to do. Like who would do that? But what a cool option. Yeah, good games. I'm so happy that I managed to get a few games before they started skyrocketing in price. Ninja says, haha, my dad showed me Wolfenstein and encouraged me to play it. Dude, have you never played Wolfenstein? It's crazy, Ninja. I'm surprised you played it afterwards. Or oh no, wait, are you saying for when you were a kid? When you were a kid, your dad introduced you to Wolfenstein? That's interesting. Yeah, that's actually very rare for that. Parents would encourage their child to play that game because that game was bonkers. Like at the time, it was kind of, I think it was actually controversial. Parents didn't want their kids to play because it had gore and horror stuff in it. Ninja says, I made my own mods for Wolfenstein where I changed the Nazis into evil pineapples. Did you seriously? Do you still have access to that mod, Ninja? That sounds so wild. I want to see that. If you still actually have that mod buried somewhere, that's amazing, Ninja. You changed the Nazis into pineapples. That is awesome. Kamikaiju says, I used to play Quake. I liked it better than, yeah, right. I forgot about Quake. There was, Wolfenstein was the hardcore. And then came Quake and Doom, right? And they were very similar to each other, weren't they? And Ninja says, oh, Ninja says, no, I don't have it. You don't have the pineapple mod? Oh, sad face. Okay, that's crazy. I would have loved to see that. Make a new one. Okay, I'm going to get back to our magazine thing. Thanks for listening. I just love sharing this with you guys. This is so rad. And yeah, Archer Monster, I'm so happy that we are both Lynx fans. So here's Castlevania, full Castlevania review on Game Boy. That is really cool. That is really cool. Look at all this Game Boy stuff. Funny Field. Anyone recognize any of those games? Gradius for Game Boy? Really? That must be worth something. Maybe I saw that in Japan actually, but I didn't get it. Lock and Chase. There's so much. Popeye. Ghosts and Goblins. Oh wait. Yes, but it was called Gargoyle's Quest. I really want to get this one. Gargoyle's Quest. I mean, it was called Ghost Goblins here, but really it's Gargoyle's Quest. Dang. Want to get that. I still want to get that for Game Boy. I think I had it back in the day and I sold it. Ooh, Lynx games. Look at this. I think I have some of these. I have Rampage. Rampage is a great game. Don't have Gauntlet. Oh, I should get Gauntlet. I should look it up. I should see how much Gauntlet's worth. Lynx game. That's so cool. Lynx game previews. Voxel. Here we go. TurboGrafx 16 versus Genesis. Electronic Games Monthly sets the record straight and answers the questions of which 16-bitter is best. That's awesome. Dude, I read this over. I memorized this I almost memorized this entire article just because I was so like back and forth about which one do I choose? Which one should I get? TurboGrafx 16 or Genesis? I was all over that, man. Oh yeah. And look at this. Super Graphics. This was a Japanese version of TurboGrafx 16 from NEC. Same. And this was kind of like it was like a weird preview. It was not available yet in the US, like PC Engine. So I don't know if this exact model was ever available in North America, but you're getting kind of some kind of an exclusive look here through Electronic Gaming Monthly. No idea what came. I do not know. I do not know what came of that. Oh, Ninja says first. Okay, Doom came first, then Quake. Okay, and Aaron says I've been waiting for the Game Boy Switch channel. There's a Game Boy Switch channel. I've been waiting for the Game Boy Switch channel to get the original Mario game. Love the first game. Yeah. Wait, there's actually a Game Boy. You can play the Game Boy on the Nintendo Switch. I guess. Well, that shouldn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise me, but I do not have a Switch, so I'm completely outside of that. I am not in the know there. Oh, like Rescue Rangers for Nintendo. Shadow Zone. This is more NES stuff. This is cool. Blaster Master. The Curse. This is an interesting Genesis game, The Curse. I almost got this back in the day. I should have gotten this one. It's a cool shooter. I heard lots of interesting things about it. Oh, I had this one. I sold this one though. Atomic Robo Kid. I want to buy this again. I bought it, like the original Japanese version, actually. I bought it, and it's rare. I think it's pretty rare, but I bought it, and because I bought it brand new. It was unused, unopened. I bought it from a thrift store in Montreal. They didn't know what they had, or maybe they did, and it wasn't worth nothing back then. But when I sold it, I eventually did sell it for like $100 or something. I would like to get it back. There we go. What else we got here? Remember Phantasy Star was a big thing? I guess it still is, but it was big back then too. Ninja says, I had a friend who had a turbo. Oh, you had a friend who had a Super Graphics Ninja? Are you serious? So it was in the US? It was in Canada? It was an import. Oh, it was an import. Archer Monster says, yeah, if you have a membership, you can play a bunch of old games. Nice. For the Switch channel. Nice. That's amazing, bro. I mean, I know the Switch is such a big deal, and the Switch is so versatile that I have been tempted to, I don't know, give it a shot. But again, it's an expense, right? It's like, do I want to invest in a Switch, or do I have other things to put money to right now? So it's all about the cash flow. Look at that! How I wrestled Macho Man and won. The WrestleMania game for NES, Acclaim. That is great. What a great ad. I think I have this one. Yeah, that is so cool. And Double Dragon, Rolling Thunder. Oh wait, what is this? This is Sidearms. I think I remember this TurboGrafx 16. Yeah, TurboGrafx 16. Also, JJ Jeff for TurboGrafx 16. I was interested. I really wanted to play these, but never got a chance to. Oh, look at that! Freaking full splash page power. This was the new. This was when the Power Glove was brand new. So this was, I guess this was like 89, 90. Yeah, this came out in 89 or 90. Look at that freaking, oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, I have the Power Glove, but really, I like the ads. Like the ads are almost better than themselves. Like the ads are so pretty, so beautiful. Looks like it's the Mercedes of video game tech. It's amazing, dude. Oh, Archer Monster says, I play Excite Bike to chill. Nice, I love Excite Bike, man. That's so freaking cool. I love that. What a statement. I play Excite Bike to chill. Chill, bro. Let's Excite Bike and chill, bro. That's awesome. Ninja says you can play Shredder's Revenge on Switch. I love the way Shredder's Revenge looks. I love the graphics for it. I do want to play Shredder's Revenge. I think I've tried it once. I tried it one time just through I don't know, somehow. But yeah, there are games I would love to play that Switch has. Oh, Truxton. Dude, I never wanted this game originally because this game, it had terrible reviews when it first came out. So I was like, whatever. But the graphics for this game are amazing. There's super cool giant bosses. Every boss is like super epic. I do have it on emulation, so I can play this. But, you know, nothing beats the actual CRT monitor, right? So I really would love to get this for my actual hard copy Genesis. So if anyone knows where to get a copy of Truxton for a decent price, let me know, because I would love to get Truxton. That's how to pronounce it, Truxton. It's such a cool game. So Ninja says, somehow it was my copy. It was my copy? What? I think I missed that. Ninja says, Truxton is a real legit banger. Oh, you sold your copy? Wait, did you have Truxton? Did you have an original Genesis, Ninja? Or did you have it like, was it like a Switch thing again? Was it like a Switch? But yeah, Truxton is, yeah, I would love to get Truxton now. Look at that kid. Look at this. This is so cool. His controllers. This is awesome. Dang, that's awesome. Okay, what else we got? We got a Ninja Gaiden episode. Ninja Gaiden issue here. Look at this stuff. This is so cool. Ninja Gaiden. It's Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2. I'm just gonna fly through these. This is freaking awesome. Bionic Commando, a Genesis ad for Genesis Sport. I mean, Genesis. No one likes Genesis sports games, but this was also a later issue of Electronics Game Monthly where they started, beefing up their graphics and stuff. Rescue, look at that. Rescue, look, Ninja Gaiden 2. Look at those awesome reviews for Ninja Gaiden 2. I can attest to that. Amazing game, just hard as balls, but really great game. Really great game. Narc for Nintendo. Oh, I love that game. I think I have that one. I think I have Narc. Oh yeah, again, Curse for Genesis. I should. Yeah, I would. I wish I had picked that up back in the day. Double Dungeons, weird. Bloody Wolf, interesting. What's this? Double Dragon for. Oh, I think I have the. Yeah, I had this for Game Boy. I did pick that up. I did mention that's cool. I'm glad I have that one. Let's see. International. Oh, these are International Outlook. These are like games that we hadn't got yet. Whip Rush for Mega Drive Strider. These were originally international games from Japan that weren't here yet. This was like way back in the day. Super cool. Smash it again. This is all before the internet, so no one was. If you couldn't find it from the store, how did you how could you buy this? This just stuff you just couldn't get this stuff, or like I don't think there was any way. I don't know how could you actually get this stuff, but pre-internet. How did anyone get this stuff pre-internet if it wasn't available at a store here? Godzilla game, cool. Ninja says, I had a Genesis for a minute or two a few years ago, but got rid of most of everything for more money than I paid. Oh, well, good for you. But why did you get rid of a Genesis? If you just had it recently, why would you get rid of that? Genesis is so cool. So cool, brah. What did you if you sold it for more than it's worth, what did you buy with that money that you made from the Genesis? What did you trade your Genesis in for, bro? Abadox. I was thinking of getting Abadox too for NES. Oh, there we go. Look at that Link's ad. Warning: the full chills. The full what? Is this like a? Why is it? The fall? What? Yeah. Why is it like a half a? Why is it like half an ad? Why is it half a? Was there something in there before that? Was it like a second page that I missed? The heck? Why is it like? That's strange. This ad makes no sense. Chills, dizziness, and. Oh well. Whatever. Air Fortress. Oh, Ninja says I used the money at TFCon, and Archer Monster says subscriptions. Yeah, subscriptions. Like what? You're talking about like scripts. You're talking about subscriptions. You're referring to subscriptions on if you subscribe to Switch channels and stuff. I guess are those pricey? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm happy that. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, weird. Oh, I get it. This is okay. This thing is a poster. This Air Fortress thing is a poster that you're supposed to take out, and this is the second half of the Link's ad. So it's like, warning: the following may cause chills, dizziness, and shortness of breath. There. So I'm supposed to take out this poster thing, and that's the actual full ad. There you go. There's the actual full ad for Link's. Sorry. Yeah, Ninja says I used the money at TFCon. Good man. Sounds like money well spent. Archer Monster says that's how we found the magazines outside of stores. Oh, subscriptions. Yes. Okay, so you found the magazines, right? You saw them, right? Oh yeah, I get that you found magazines through subscriptions, but I'm referring to the content, like the games and things that they would show in these magazines that were Japanese exclusives or international games. How would you find the games? Like I mean, the magazines would showcase these things, but if you couldn't find them in your local store, you were kind of SOL, right? How could you find a game other than hoping your local Toys R Us would carry it, back in those days, or consumers distributing or whatever it was. Look at that, a full review of Ninja Gaiden 2, a full like walkthrough. Look at that. That's freaking cool. A full walkthrough of Ninja Gaiden 2. Love it. But yes, I also did subscribe to many magazines back then. Now instead of now it's like what, like Netflix and stuff. But back then, print subscriptions was the shiz. That was the shiz. Narc, a full walkthrough of Narc. Look at that. Has anyone ever played this game? This NES. It is the silliest, most funniest game for NES, but I love it. It's so silly. It's the premise of the whole war on drugs thing. Say no to drugs. But it's these two narc cops. But the entire game literally is you all the bad guys are these like creepy men in trench coats that look like they want to flash you. And then when the cops, like you play one of those cops, the blue guy, there's a blue cop and a red cop, And when you fire your bazooka at them, you literally fire a bazooka at them, and they explode. They explode on the screen. Body parts flying everywhere. They literally blow up on the screen, and there's blood and everything. So that's what they're telling kids. Say no to drugs and blow up the pushers. Yeah, look at this. He says blow up pushers. Look at that. Use missiles. Look at that. Holy shit. Use missiles to pulverize the druggies. That's hilarious. Look at that. That's so funny. Oh my God. Destroy Hypo Man's crack lab. Look, grab a dealer for a bust. Money, dope, extra bullets, missiles for rocket launcher, and blow up the. That's freaking hilarious. It's encouraging you to kill drug dealers in this game. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm laughing because that's so funny. Look, attack dogs, mines. It's like my stomach is hurting because it's like that's ridiculous. Archer Monster says, I had a subscription to a newspaper type thing called Comics News or something. I bought it for the sales pages in the back pages, pre-eBay. Yes, pre-eBay. That's amazing, dude. Oh man, when I first discovered eBay, I remember the magazine that I bought at a comic store one day that first made me aware of the existence of eBay. When I first discovered eBay, oh my gosh, did I ever get addicted for the first while? I was a mess. I was a mess for the first little bit when I first discovered eBay. And then I mellowed out and, it kind of it balanced itself out eventually. But look at this guy, Splatterhouse for Genesis. Oh, what a great game. I also used to own this one and then sold it for a good amount. But none. I wish I had this back. It was not worth selling. I should have kept this game. It's a nice, cool, fun, Halloween-y, Jason Voorhees type game. It's so much fun. And the cheap, fun, campy gore is hilarious. It's like very cartoony gore. Such a good game. Ninja asks, you mellowed out? Are you sure? What I mean is like my addictive tendencies related to eBay mellowed out. I'm just speaking specifically on that topic, that I was a mess for a bit because I was so addicted to, I was obsessed with eBay, trying to find all the Transformers and everything that I wanted. And eventually that mellowed out. I eventually was able to get a handle on that. So yeah, remember the CD player? Remember how both Genesis and TurboGrafx 16, for a while they had like, oh man, get even better graphics with our CD add-on thing. And like it never, that whole thing never flew here. But in Japan, I think it was a lot bigger in Japan. Oh, cool. A whole thing of the curse. Ninja says, okay, I was worried. Thanks, Ninja. Thanks for your concern, Ninja. Archer Monster says, when I discovered eBay, I bought a stand-up arcade. No, you bought a stand-up arcade version of Gorf. I had a problem. That's hilarious, dude. I'm with you, man. I had a massive problem. Dude, if I had had enough money to afford it, I would have had a bigger problem. The only thing that stopped me is I literally didn't have enough money to feed my addiction. But oh boy, can I ever relate, man? eBay was just a ridiculous rabbit hole when I first discovered it. So yeah. Afterburner Park. This is actually a cool Genesis game, Afterburner 2. Just such a weird walking down memory lane and the joys and pains that came with all this new technology when it first came out. Mega Play, cool. That was the all Genesis magazine. That's so cool. Look at that. Remember Toho video game hotline? Seriously, do you want the latest tips and releases on your favorite Toho video games? Is this like a Japanese gaming hotline? What is this? Talk to the game playing pros at Toho and find out about the hottest info on Godzilla. Circus. Wow, that's ridiculous. How many games did Toho have back? Was there enough like console games by Toho that merited having its own hotline? Weird. That's interesting. Game over. Oh, it's showing the game over game streams for Ninja Gaiden 2. Spoilers! Spoiler alert! Okay, so that's that. That's that one. That's a good one. I'm gonna also now break into a bit of the Game Pro, because I have Game Pro magazines too, another brand. So far I've been showing you the Electronic Gaming Monthly, but look at this. We got Game Pro. I'm gonna dig into some Game Pro. I have only a few. I have 4 Game Pros in total. I got these Game Pros plus the Simpsons one here. So I've got these 4 Game Pros magazines. So I think I'm going to check out, I think my favorite, if I remember correctly, my favorite one of the bunch was this Tyrannosaurus Rex one. So let's dig into this one and see what's there. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh my God. You know what? And we're also going in. We're going into overtime. I'm having so much fun with this. I'm going longer than I intended. I intended this to be a shorter Radzone today, but I'm having so much fun showing this stuff to you guys. Dungeon Magic, Blood Wolf. Okay. Oh yeah, that was a TurboGrafx 16 thing. I'm gonna do a bit faster just so I can like get a better. And I'm gonna see if I can change the angle on this because I'm noticing a lot of glare. Maybe that's just unavoidable. I don't know. I don't like magazine glare. So okay, whatever. Narc. There's Narc again. A thing for Narc. There's what is this? Are these okay? These are Game Boys. Enter the Eliminator. What is this? The Eliminator. Oh, jeez. Thanks. If I do this, is that? Ugh. Okay. The Eliminator. No idea who the Eliminator is or why should I care about the Eliminator? Ooh, Zexes. The Space Adventure. That was an NES game, I think. Ninja says, I had a lot of game magazines, mostly GamePro. Yeah, like this one, GamePro. But I left them behind when I moved. No, the box there. The box they were in was so heavy the bottom would burst out. So you left all your GamePro magazines behind. You're kidding, dude. Bummer. Dragon Spirits. I'm sorry. That's a sad story, Ninja. Sorry about that. Remember this? The Game Boy Light, the light before when the only way to make your Game Boy light up was putting a stupid light on. That was so great. I want this. That's so funny. A silly little light to put on your Game Boy. The Quick Shot, the Python. Oh, here we go. Here's that actual same Lynx thing. The Lynx without the poster in the middle. Look at this thing. That is so cool. The Lynx portable game system. It's everything I've ever imagined. This was cool. I just dreamed about this game system when I was a kid. I wanted this system so bad, but it was so expensive, so I never got it until just a few years ago. I just got it a few years ago. Lots of ads, but not a lot of reviews, eh? At the arcades, cool Game Boy stuff. Oh, the comic, a GamePro comic with this Fox. What is this, Fox dude? Look at this weird comic here. GamePro comic with these characters. I guess they're GamePro characters. This so far I'm not. Oh, Splatterhouse is coming for Sega Master System 2. What is Sega Master? Oh no, for TurboGrafx 16. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Yes, Splatterhouse was for TurboGrafx 16 and also for Genesis. I only know I never played the TurboGrafx 16 one because I never had it. Do you know what, dude? Next time I get a big glob of money, I really should invest in a TurboGrafx 16. I really would love to have a TurboGrafx 16. I have an emulator of it. I hacked my NES Mini and added a ton of I added a ton of TurboGrafx 16 games to my NES Mini, so I can play it. But that's it's not the original. I want the original. Look at that CRT TV. Look at this gold. So yeah, I think I would like to get a TurboGrafx. Look, another ad for the Game Boy Light thing. Yeah, I would love to get a TurboGrafx 16. Narc. There's another Narc. That Narc thing again. Another like Gargoyle's Quest. This was actually the rebranding of the Ghosts and Goblins for Game Boy. This is a great game for Game Boy. So I think it's my favorite all-time Game Boy game, but I do not have it. But I had it when I was a kid, and it's amazing. But I want that one back. I want to get Gargoyle's Quest again. Low G-Man, Frankenstein, Dick Tracy. Oh, E-SWAT. This is a Genesis game that I was interested in but never got it. But I think no, this one might be for. Yeah, this is Genesis. Yeah, Genesis. Some of these are not really super. Maybe this is my favorite. Maybe this is not my favorite. Maybe this isn't the best game for me. Look. Remember this ad? Remember these ads, guys? Genesis does what Nintendo don't. I loved. It was like Coke. It was like Pepsi making fun of Coke. You know, this was like it was that sort of marketing campaign where Genesis made themselves look good. Basically, it's like a bully making themselves look good by making fun of the poking fun at the weaker guy. So it was just basically Genesis. It was like politics, like politicians trying to make themselves look bigger by cutting down the other dude, right? But in this case, I think Nintendo. In this case, I think Genesis held its own. It is superior in many ways, but that's kind of like it all comes down to personal opinion at the end of the day. And Nintendo, of course, has many wonderful things that Genesis doesn't. But really, guys, Genesis does what Nintendo. That's so fun. But I think this was actually also a campaign. This was also a campaign that Genesis made to try to overtake the Super Nintendo as well, because they're right. Because I guess Super Nintendo was the direct competitor for Genesis because they're both 16-bit. Ninja says, "Good luck with getting a TurboGrafx 16. They don't come up often." Well, in Japan they do. I saw a bunch in Japan, but I didn't buy them. I should have gotten the Turbo. But yes, I did see. Oh, this is a nice Genesis page. I did see some TurboGrafx 16s in Japan, but they were very expensive. They were like, I think I saw one, $200-ish or more. And even the cheap ones, even the ones that were 200, that was probably the lowest, and they were all yellowed and stuff. They were not in good shape. So yeah, I guess they probably go for quite a bit these days. I mean, I don't know. Then again, I'm sure I'll find. If I wait long enough, if I look long enough, I will find one. I will find a TurboGrafx 16 at some point. But it'll happen. It will come to me. Oh yes, it will be mine. I'll just be like Ferris Bueller and just play chill and just let it come to me, baby. Let it come to me, baby. Let that TurboGrafx 16 just land in my lap. These are Bigfoot. These are not very interesting to me. These ads here. What is going on here? Blah 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 blah. Clacks. No. Okay, you're done. You're gone. Gremlins 2. Ninja says, yeah, lots of them in Japan. Tourists drove up the prices. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Stupid or silly tourists driving up prices. Gee whiz. Funny tourists. Okay, so let's see what this one. Let's see what's in this Game Pro. No. A lot of it kind of seems like it's just like repetitive. A lot of the same ads. A lot of the same ads seem to repeat over and over again. Like this one. Well, that's a nice curio. If you can play it here, oh, nice! You can play it anywhere. It's an ad for the TurboGrafx 16 handheld. Remember this, guys? That was the Turbo Express. That's so freaking cool. I would love to get a Turbo Express. That's so cool. Look at it. Look how cool it is. The Turbo Express. This was also, yeah, this was I think this came just after the Lynx, and it was the shape of the Game Boy. It had the Game Boy-esque shape, and it was also one of its big selling features at the time was that it was also a TV tuner. It was a freaking TV. You can watch TV with it too, apparently, right? Oh, it's so rad. I would love to get, and it played any TurboGrafx 16 game. The Genesis equivalent was the Genesis Nomad. Remember the Genesis Nomad? I would love a Genesis Nomad because it played the actual Genesis console games. It played all the cartridges, all the original Genesis cartridges. But yeah, this is awesome. This is freaking awesome. I would love this. Dang, that's so cool. So cool. Look at this. Look, buy one of these, and we'll throw in one of these. So this was, I guess this was maybe TurboGrafx 16 was losing out to Genesis in sales. So they were trying to desperately trying to get people to buy them. With this, hey, we'll give you free games. Buy our crap. Buy TurboGrafx 16. We'll give you free stuff. So I think they were losing out to Genesis for a while. What is this? Look at this cutting edge. Look, virtual reality. Back when virtual reality was just kind of like a brand, like just a pipe dream, like a brand new thing. When it was just in its infancy, it was. I mean, if you could even call it virtual reality like that. It's nothing like what we have now. But look, the Game Boy game, the Game Boy Glove Ball game Power Glove. Sorry, not Game Boy. The Power Glove game for the NES game. What was it called? Glove Ball, whatever, something, I don't know. And another look at this. What a dated! Can you get a more dated ad? Get a grip on the 90s. Can you get more dated than that? What a glorious, glorious dated ad. Get a grip on the 90s. What's it say? How? Oh, please, Nintendo, tell me how to get a grip on the 90s. Wave goodbye to kid stuff and pull on the Power Glove, the controller of the future. You plug it in like any joystick with a similar subset, blah, blah, blah. You don't just guide the action, you're in the action. As advertised, the pair, yeah. Allegedly, you're allegedly in the action. And that's the only beginning because the game specifically designed for Power Glove, blah, 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 blah. You'll be blown into another dimension. The third dimension. I love that. You'll be blown into another dimension. The third dimension. Now you've got depth. Nice try, Power Glove. Nice try. Maybe next time, Power Glove. Right, up, down, left, right, up, down with Power Glove controller. You also move in and out. We save the original. You know, I really wish it was what you say, Nintendo. I wished you all the best, but it didn't turn out that way. No, Ninja says yes. TurboGrafx gave away a lot of stuff at the time to try to drum up interest. Yeah, Archmonster, I had a Japanese phone in 2002 that played broadcast TV. Shut up. Even in the US, a decade before you could do that with a phone. Oh, no way. That's interesting. In 2002, yeah, that's ancient, man. 2002, you had a game that played broadcast. That is something else. I remember 2002. Wasn't that the era where in North America, that's when you could get that? That was the beginning of like Nokia, those Nokia phones, right? They just had the tiny little LCD, like black and white LCD screens, and you had one that played freaking TV. It was a flip phone. That's unreal, bro. That's cool. Do you still have it? Please tell me you still have it. Please tell me you still have it somewhere, Archer Monster, and you'll show it in the stream sometime. In color. Shut up. You had a freaking handheld 90s flip phone that was a color TV. Can you please like send me photos of it or something, dude? That's insane. Please show it on your stream. If you still have it, dude, you've got to show that in your stream. That's amazing. Everyone, Archer Monster does a stream on most Fridays. Apparently, do you do it every Friday now, Aaron, or is it most Fridays? It's on YouTube under Toy Armada, everyone. So check out Aaron Archer's live stream on Fridays on Toy Armada. Oh, you gave up the phone? It was you said it was arranged by a Japanese partner. You gave it up. No, that sucks, dude. So you only had it. It was like a borrowed thing, like a borrowed item. Oh, that's unfortunate. Solar Jetman, dude. Do you have do you have any proof of that? Like, did you take photos of the phone? Do you have any proof it exists, or is there any Japanese marketing that exists for that phone? Like back when it was a new thing, is there any Japanese marketing that you can still find online for that phone? Like, do you remember the model of it? I would just love to look that up. It'd be so fun. And yes, okay. Aaron Archer Monster says he does do his live stream most Fridays. So yeah, go check that out, guys. And while I'm at it, I guess I'll plug all my buddies here. So that's a plug for Archer Monster. Also, Ninjatron does his awesome live stream on Twitch every Thursday. Sometimes on Mondays as well, I think, right? But mostly Thursdays. So there you go. Plugging all you guys. You guys get all the free plugs in the Radzone. That's what it's all about. Spread the wealth. Another. Nintendo was really trying to. They really wanted people to buy that stupid light. Shadow of the Ninja. Another GamePro comic. Oh, Archer Monster says, wow, I might have a real photo of it. Oh, nice. You might have a real photo of it. That'd be sick. Oh, look at this. Gremlins 2 for NES, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Gremlins 2 for NES. I think I have a Gremlins game for Game Boy, I mean. The comic. Oh, remember this guy? Who is that guy? What's his name? Boomers? Adventures? Whatever. That's nice, cute. Gizmo playing NES. What is that? That's freaking cool. That's adorable. Back to the Future 2 and 3. Was Back to the Future 2 and 3 like one game? Look at the on Nintendo. The old man from Gremlins. Freaking cool. Dragon Warrior. I think Tracy. Oh, cool. That so looks like Captain Planet. Captain Power. It's not Captain Power, but it so looks like Captain Power. That's crazy. I wonder if there was very close. Okay, let's keep going here. Is that supposed to be Arnold? I think so. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. What is this? Oh my goodness, that's actually a game? Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu for Nintendo. No way. That was actually a game. Look at this weird guy there. That's actually a game for Nintendo. Wow, that must be rare these days. I wonder if you can find that anywhere. That's interesting, eh? Ninja says, yes, Back to the Future 2 and 3 was one cartridge, and it's not good. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Mega Man 3. Nice. Mega Man 3. Who's this dude? Alien. What? This is for Atari? No way. 7800. That's bonkers. Okay, Akari Wars, Mega Man 3 again. Shadow of the Ninja. What do we got here? Okay, let's go a bit faster. Skater Die 2. Remember? Oh, another ad. Same ads again. Gee whiz, I'm getting kind of sick of GamePro and the repetitive crap. Another Genesis does when Nintendo. Let's see here. Oh, nice. I love the Genesis. This was now Nintendo had their seal. This was the official Genesis seal of quality. And 17 companies, a whole 17 companies have earned the right to display it. Well, how about that? Look at all those companies that have earned the right to display that Thunder. Oh, Genesis Thunder Force. Ooh, Thunder Force 3. Oh yeah, I think do I have this game? Do I? No, I don't. I've always wanted the game though. Thunder Force 3 for Genesis. I have Thunder Force 4, which is great. But I wish I got Thunder Force 3. I think I could get this at some point. I'm sure it's around somewhere. I would love to get Thunder Force 3 for Genesis. Yeah, Thunder Force 3, cool game. Batman. Oh, I love this game for Nintendo. Such a good game. Oh, another TurboGrafx 16 Ninja Spirit. Interesting. Never played that one. I might have this one in emulation. Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy was so big. I was so sick of all the Dick Tracy propaganda. Even when it was new and hip, I was like, God, it was everywhere. I was so sick of Dick Tracy stuff. Cool. That's a good graphic. I like that graphic. Even though the game was crappy, the graphic looks cool. Godzilla, Xenophobe. Godzilla. Oh, look at that. That's a great. Wow. Godzilla. That's a great graphic, but the game looks like a crappy puzzle game. I don't like puzzle games. I do not, except for Tetris. Tetris is awesome, but I don't like any other puzzle games really. Just because they're boring. I don't play video games to play puzzles. I play video games to like shoot things and stab things and ninja things and stuff. So, Hellfire. I heard this is a cool Genesis game. I think I played it, but I never owned it, but I have played it probably through emulation again. Uh-oh, I'm bending my magazines here. Careful, these are classics. Careful, Paul. So, okay. What's this? Okay, I'm just gonna drag it through. I'm gonna zoom past. Oh yeah, here we go. Atomic Robokid for Genesis. This is a cool game. I want to get it back again. I want to buy this game again. It's so you play this weird kind of dick nose kind of guy. This weird character. He's a freaky looking guy, and he's cute though. He's freaky but cute, and it's a fun game. It's a weird game, and the music is strange. If you could look up on YouTube, just look up some playthroughs of this game for Genesis. It's Atomic Robokid. It's a strange game, and but fun because it's so strange. Archmonster says, I'm a Dr. Mario guy. Okay, no, I respect that. Dr. Mario does have some cred. I just never played it. I think I've tried it a couple times, but never really got into it. I'm old school. I like Tetris. RoboCop. Oh, I didn't know those. I never played RoboCop for Game Boy. I think I have it for NES. That's cool. RoboCop is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna skip past this. Is there anything? Ooh, look at this. Wait, Okay, I love this game. I had this for Genesis. Technocop. This is a great game for Genesis. This is when it was brand new. They were like, for the bloodthirsty seeking vicarious revenge, this game will make your day. Yeah, Technocop. It's a teaser for Technocop for Genesis. This was the coolest game. This is still one of my favorite games to date for the Genesis. It's so ridiculous and kind of campy, gory for it's like 16-bit gory. It's so funny. Great game. Ridiculous game. Okay, come on. Oh, what? Fist of the North Star for Game Boy. Is that good? Is that any good? Has anyone played that? Fist of the North Star for Game Boy. Cool. Oh, my foot's falling asleep. Oh, dang it. My foot's falling asleep. Okay, I'm just having so much fun. Show this. Who are these doofuses? Flying Warriors. I'm having so much. Oh, look at Spider-Man. What? Spider-Man for Game Boy? Spider-Man had a game Boy. That's cool. Fortress of Fear. That's awesome. It's interesting that how they would market that together. Oh, nice. Get a grip. Look at those. Oh, I love. I mean, I don't really care to use them, but damn, they look cool. They just look so sweet. Just the looks of those controls. What a great look. They just look so dang cool. Oh, Ninja says, Fist of the North Star must be the best game ever made. I'm sure it is. We should find it in emulator. I've got emulators. I've got an emulator that plays any system I want on my Mac. I should download Fist of the North Star for Game Boy. You know what? We could do an evening sometime where I actually hook my TV up to my camera or something like my and actually play my emulator. I should play some games on my emulator on stream here, and that would be fun. I'm sure I could hook that up somehow. I'm sure I could figure that out. Let's try. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end soon, but I do want to see what's in the Simpsons one here. It is GamePro, and GamePro looks like it's kind of been a bit of like I don't know. Let's do a little Pac-Man. Let's just see what's in this one with the Simpsons. I know at the time when Simpsons was new, like this was when Simpsons was brand new. This is very early on. This is 1990, very early in the Simpsons era. This is like Generation 1 Simpsons, and I'm like, okay, I was into that back then. I mean, I respect Simpsons. I just kind of, my interest in them has waned greatly over time. But back in the day, I was into Simpsons. Like at this time, in this era, this was the era where you could buy like Eat My Shorts T-shirts and stuff. Where Bart Simpson was the thing. He was like Pikachu popularity now. You know, it's like Bart Simpson was everywhere. He was on every T-shirt telling you to eat your shorts. It was great. Archer Monster says, I think I had Game Boy Fist of the North Star. Ooh, I had that before I saw. You had it before you saw the movie. Cool. Do you remember? Oh, here's another ad for it. Do you remember anything about it? Was it actually a decent game? Oh, Neo Geo. Yeah, I'd like to know. If you have any insights on Fist of the North Star for Game Boy, please share it. But Neo Geo was also one of those systems that was like mystical. It was like a mystical system to you, because of course we didn't have it here. It was one of those systems where I could only experience it through these magazines. Here's another what's it called? The TurboGrafx 16 handheld one. Oh yeah, Game Gear. Remember Game Gear? I had it before. I used to have Game Gear. I sold it too. I had a Game Gear, but I sold it. I sold my Game Gear because it was kind of like the screen was kind of going on it anyway. And I thought, well, I'll sell it while the screen is still good. But yeah, the Game Gear is pretty cool. I would probably buy another Game Gear eventually, but I would love to get a Nomad before a game. Nomad. If I was going to invest in more handhelds, I'd go for a Nomad, and yeah, probably that. Yeah, but and for console wise, I would love to get a TurboGrafx. I would like to get an original TurboGrafx 16, and I would like to get some. I would just like to still get a few more Genesis games that I either sold and regret selling, or that I never got in the first place. I'd love to get some yeah. There's still a lot of this. Oh, look at that! That's a great graphic. Look at that. This one. Look at that. That's a great illustration. Whoever made these hands, that's a wonderful illustration. Look at that. That's a great illustration. Handheld holiday catalog featuring Game Boy and Lynx. That is cool. That's a great graphic. I love that. Look at, that's freaking awesome, man. Props. Ninja says most Game Gears need their capacitors replaced these days. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Oh, look, so this is literally a catalog here of handheld stuff. So you got Game Boy, all these Game Boy titles. Amazing Penguin. I thought for a second I almost thought it said Amazing Pierogi for a second. I would definitely buy a game called Amazing Pierogi. I don't care how bad it was. I would definitely buy a game called Amazing Pierogi. Would somebody please make it for me and I will buy it from you? The Game Handler. What is that? That's interesting. Let's see. Just lots of Game Boy games. Oh, here's some Lynx games. So I think I have this one. Don't have this one. And I have Electric Cop. I have Electric Cop, California Games, and Blue Lightning. Archer, did you say? Sorry, Archer, did you say? Do you have a Lynx right now? Aaron Archer, do you have a Lynx? I'm curious. Let's see what else. I have Paperboy and Rampage and Roblasters. I have some of those. Yeah, those are cool. Oh, look at that! A full page spread. This is now Technocop, the full reveal. What a great painting. I love that illustration. That is such a badass 90s, a gritty 90s illustration. Look at that. It's so great. Look at those cheesy robot arms. It was such a look. There's an example of the game graphics. When you shoot somebody, when you shoot someone, they fall apart. They like just bust up. They just bust apart. They just melt. Their body just goes blah, all the blood and stuff. It literally looks. It's so funny. It's downright hilarious what happens to people in that game when you shoot them. It's a great Genesis game. It's just so goofy. It's so much fun. It's a great game. If you ever have a chance to play that, even as an emulator, I suggest trying Technocop. It's so goofy. Oh, Archer Monster, no, okay, you do not have a Lynx. Well, that sucks because it's great. I wish the best for you. If you're searching for one, I hope you find one because it holds up. I mean, it's still a joy to use. I will share. I have shared the links before in a previous Radzone, but it was a long time ago. I will probably show another. I will probably break it out again. I will bust open the links again sometime in a future Radzone for you and for anyone else here who is interested in seeing the links in action. Look at all those cool controllers. DJ and DJ Boy, Mercenary Force. Gee whiz. The following scenes may be too graphic for adults. Oh, there's a clever links ad there. But yeah, guys, I'm just I'm so into this stuff. I'm so glad that I get to revisit this with you. Look at this dude. This dude loves everything. And these silly, yeah, these acclaimed games. I remember those. Oh, cool. Whoa, Nintendo preview, Pro View for Turtles, the arcade game. It's the arcade game. So it's, yeah, for the 8-bit arcade, the 8-bit version of the arcade for Nintendo. That's awesome. What a great, that's nice. Look at that. What a great graphic. That's a nice spread there. Very cool. All the graphics there, like tips and tricks, walk through sort of, Adventure Island, another Back to the Future. Come on, let's see what else we got here. Those are interesting. A little bit more Genesis stuff. There's that Jackie Chan game again. Weird. I'd like to try that. Like, really, has anyone heard of this? This is the first time it's the first I've ever seen this since these. I mean, I guess I saw it in those days, but first I've ever heard of it in the past 30 years. Interesting. Strider. Oh, I love this ad. This is a great ad. Genesis does Strider, the first and only 8-bit made game ever. Back when 8 megs in the game was a big deal. That was the big selling point of Genesis, that it could handle games with 8 megabyte memory. Look at this. That's a great graph. I love 1990 game of the year. 1990. Look at this. This year 1990. But this is actually, I have this game for Genesis. It is a great game. It is an amazing game for what it was in those days. For what this is. This is it's a great Genesis game. It's really, really fun. Really fun to play. And yes, the graphics for its time, the graphics are amazing. And for the Genesis, yes, it does use the Genesis capability. It does take advantage of the Genesis's capabilities and makes beautiful graphics. Ninja says, yes, I've heard of the Jackie Chan game. It was on TurboGrafx 2. It really? TurboGrafx 2. Sweet. Okay. TurboGrafx. Do. What's this? Okay, I'm just trying to flip through faster. Get through Scrapyard Dog. Remember these Konami handhelds? Those are fun. Buy a TurboGrafx 16. Look at that. Here's that whole thing there where you said that, yeah, the TurboGrafx 16 is trying to get people to buy it. Like, here, order this. You know, it's like a mail order for TurboGrafx 16. Seriously, is this actually, you could, like, look how to get your free TurboGrafx game. Fill out. Oh, it's like, okay, oh, sorry. Yeah, back in the day when you had to mail order everything. That's so crazy. It's so funny. I mean, you know, it's not that long ago, really. Road Blasters. Oh, for Lynx, cool. I think I have both of these games for Lynx. They're both interesting. But that's the funny. Most, in my experience, most games, especially the Lynx, since the Lynx was a brand new technology at the time, it was still it was a technology, as far as I'm concerned, that was still working out its kinks. And Atari was never I don't think Atari was ever the best game producer, really. So all these games that were for the Lynx, like, I have them now, and, you know, I got them for really cheap, but I don't think, I question if any of these games would have been worth their retail value back then. I was like, I don't know. Most of the games I have for Lynx, it's hard to play them for more than a few minutes before getting sick of them, or your eyes start bleeding from the crazy lines on the screen. So, but it's great. But I love it. I'm not knocking it. I freaking love it. I love my Lynx, and I love everything about it because it's so freaking cool. Power packs. Look at that. A Toys R Us ad. So great. What that? A clue to the size of your enemies in our new game. Okay, TurboGrafx 16. What's it advertising? Legendary Axe. Okay, cute. What the heck? Okay, it's another TurboGrafx 16 ad. What's it trying to? Whoop. Weird. An army of ninja spears would be your best bet. Cute. I don't know. Whatever. Cute. Silly. Skater Die 2. Silly ads. Silly ads from back in the day. Back in the day when I was a teenager. Look at this. What is this? This is the Famicom, right? Nintendo licensees gear up for the Super Famicom. Super Famicom. Is this pre Super NES? Was this when Super NES was just a twinkle in Nintendo's eye? It was just like interesting. Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, maybe this was, yeah, because I haven't seen any. Yeah, this is probably pre This is pre-Super NES, isn't it? Because I don't see any ads for it. And on the front, oh look at that! Remember this thing for Genesis? Or sorry, Nintendo? That scope, that freaking stupid laser scope, so cool. It's not stupid. I love it. I want it. I want to be that guy. But yeah, because here on the front, look at that. Yeah, there's no mention. There is no mention of Super NES. There is no. Yeah, this is literally an age before. Guys, if you can believe it, there was an age before Super NES. There was an age before Super NES, and I'm holding it in my hands right now. That's freaking weird. Okay, I think we're almost done. I don't think I'm just gonna quickly skip through Electronic Gaming Monthly. Ninja says Super NES was a year after Super Famicom. Cool. These are all looking the same now. You guys see that? Look, what happened to 8-bit? What happened to Sega 8-bit? Are you guys interested in me reading any of these reviews? Should I actually read some of them, like out loud? Super Monaco GB. This is, oh, that's for Sega Master System. Weird. Interesting. Oh, Moonwalker. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Regenesis. Great game. I have this game. Nowadays, it's super rare. But yeah, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. It's reviewed by Electronic Gaming Monthly. Look, these reviews here. Moonwalker isn't. Oh shit! Sorry guys. Moonwalker isn't as bad as it's hyped up to be. Sure, the music is based on Mikey's biggest hits. Mikey's and his granted the graphics and animation are extremely detailed, but the gameplay after a while tends to be somewhat repetitive, and you're doing things over and over and over. Yeah, it's true, but it's a fun game. I mean, it's freaking Michael Jackson. It's probably more fun in retrospect, just because of the nostalgic element to it. Cammy says, "Ooh, Pipe Dream! I love that game." Oh, Pipe Dream! Yeah, I saw a lot of ads for Pipe Dream when I was younger, but I never ever bothered playing. I've never ever played that game, so I have no idea what kind of game that even is or what it's like. Next way, this is showing games that were still up and coming. Dragon's Curse, Legend of X2, Legend of X2. 32-bit Neo Geo system, back when 32-bit was like, oh my god, what, 32-bit? Is that even possible? Yeah, this is classic stuff. Okay, these are kind of feeling repetitive now. International Outlook, 16-bit like arcade Batman. So this was look at the early graphics of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is when Sonic the Hedgehog was still in development. Little graphic of it there. Interesting. Yeah, this is pre-Sonic, guys. Can you imagine an age pre-Sonic? Yeah, this is fun. Okay. All right. Mega Man 3 again? Another Mega Man 3 walkthrough. Another Genesis does. Okay, this is kind of same. You know what? Okay, we're gonna skip these. Genesis does it all. We're gonna skip. Is there anything? I'm gonna skip. Oh, another Thunder Force 3 for you. It seems like the same games get reviewed, but just by different magazines. They told you it was strange and powerful. Turtles on Game Boy. They told you it would pull you in deep. Uh-oh. They told you, but you wouldn't listen. Super Love Ball. Nice try, guys. Oh, fail. Hard fail. Screenplay. Okay, interesting. Okay, what's this? Back. No, game over. Bonk's Adventure. I remember that one for tuberculosis. Okay, you know what? I'm skipping through quick because it's like this is just kind of getting. I'm just gonna skip through the Halloween edition. Is there anything interesting in here? Is there? Kind of looks like Devil's Crush. Okay, quick. Someone yell if I'm Splatterhouse. Someone yell if you see something interesting. Someone be, wait, Goober. No. We've seen all this. Why was I buying all these issues of this magazine when they play? Look at this. It's the exact same thing. Oh wait, it's poster here. Oh no, wait, it just came loose. Okay, it just came loose. It's the exact same ads. Oh, Mondu's Fight. This was cool. Mondu's Fight Palace. Now this became Eternal Champions. This is actually Eternal Champions for Sega Genesis. But before it got that name, it was called Mondu's Fight Palace. This is an early version of the game. But look at the graphics. See, this is Eternal Champions for Genesis. Yeah, which is a great game. Super fun. I got a very campy game. But yeah, it's funny that it was reviewed here before it even became. Oh, sort of. I wanted this just the graphics look so cool. But yeah, It's funny how they put that game in there. Super Monaco GP, good game. Okay, this is getting, okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm getting tired of these ones. I want to show you one more thing. Another Dick Tracy. Gee whiz. Okay, you guys, hello, GamePro. You're not so pro. You don't think you're so pro anymore, guys. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one more match. Wait, actually, wait a second. Quick. Because I'm so many. Again, I looked at these. I looked at these magazines. I looked at these so religiously as a kid. I would spend hours just looking at these magazines because when I couldn't afford the games, I just looked at these. So I wonder if there's anything interesting that that will spark up any nostalgic memories. Here, diagrams. No, not really. Ghostbusters. Ooh, yeah. Look at this. Ghostbusters for Genesis. Great Genesis game. So here's a full review, a full kind of tips and tricks for Ghostbusters. This is a great Genesis game. Super fun. Very good game. I don't know if it was ever reviewed in this magazine, but yeah, super fun game. Archer says, gotta run. Good hang. Thanks, Archer. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, Archer Monster. Rainbow Monster Ninja. New album dropping soon. Good to have you here, buddy. See you next time. And stay rad. And Kevin Kaiju says, bedtime for me now. Congrats on 666. Oh, I got 666 subscribers. Sweet. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for bringing me up to 666 subscribers on YouTube. Epic. Good night, my dearie. Good night, my love. And stay rad, Cammy. And Ninja says, those are two different games you are conflating. Okay. All right, Ninja. Yeah, that's it. Oh, cool. Batman for Game Boy. That's pretty sweet. Okay, that's done. I'm going to show you one last thing before we clear out for the night, because when I opened this up first, when I first opened this, I showed you that there was a beautiful poster inside here that I didn't open. I want to actually open it for you guys now, because this is I think to actually show you, I gotta spread the wings out a bit here. Oh gosh, my foot is so asleep. Oh, crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna spread this out so I can show you the whole table, because I gotta to show you this poster. It's it's a process. So it's a beautiful poster in this magazine. So I want to show it to you. Okay, I gotta unfold it like yada, and it doesn't come out though. It's delicate. I gotta be careful with it because it doesn't actually come out. It's attached to the magazine. And I want to be careful. So it's this cover. This one I got. It's the same magazine that had that exclusive comic book adventure. So look at this. Look at this poster. I'm gonna move over here to lift up the cover here for you. Look at that. What a beautiful poster here, showing the whole. Oh, geez, I want to hold it up. But it's look at this. Oh, look at how beautiful this thing is, you guys. So, yeah, very nice poster of the entire Titans. Most of the, I think it's the Titans Returns line, right? A lot of Titans Returns. And wait, the other side. The other side is, oh gosh, this is hard. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over here. The other side of the poster is, gotta flip it over, is this. The other side is, oh, that's crazy. It's so delicate. Gotta be careful. So the other side is this. It's just a bunch of artwork. It is a bunch of characters from a bunch of different lines, I guess. Look at all this stuff. There's RCs and Windblades and Chromias and Nightbirds and just a bunch of cool art. Look at this, freaking gorgeous. There's Whirl and Roadbuster and Monkey Prime and Jetfire, and look at this, crazy. So much stuff here. So much beautiful stuff here. So yeah, that all comes in one big poster in this book, and it's so. Oh, I gotta put it back together carefully. Oh geez. Okay, wait. It's so tricky. I love that image there of Power Master Prime. That is beautiful image of Prime there, of Power Master Prime. That's so nice. Oh, freaking beautiful. So nice. I don't know who the artist is for all this stuff, but it's just, maybe it's various artists. I'm not sure, but it's just really, really pretty. So let me fold this back up here. So I think that's pretty much the extent. That's mostly what I wanted to. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I bent the poster. Ah, silly me. Just a minor bend. I caught it before I got too serious. It's not like a hard bend. It's kind of a soft bend. Let me just close that up carefully. Carefully. Yes. Okay. There. That's better. Oh, gee whiz. Oy vey. Silly me. So here we go, guys. A wonderful, wonderful collection of amazing magazines from beyond space and time, from beyond everything that you know, from beyond everything I know, from everything and nothing, from togetherness and apartness, from the beginning and the end, from the obsolete to the relevant, and everything in between. So, whoa, what an epic adventure we just had in the Radzone. That was crazy pants. And we went longer than I thought. I didn't know it would take that long, but you know what? I was having so much time sharing all that nonsense with you guys. I kind of just wanted to keep going. So you're lucky. We had a fun time. I'm glad we could go through all that. Now I got to put this stack of magazines away. Guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me, Party Paul, in the Radzone. I love doing this with you guys. It's so much fun to hang out with my buds. No matter where you are in the world, we can hang out here in my playroom. We can just hang out and and play. So thanks for coming. Leave comments about whatever was your favorite stuff that you saw. If there was anything that stood out to you that you still remember, leave a comment. Just tell me what you thought about. Like leave a comment after the video goes off the air. Just and if you're watching this video after the live stream in the replay, put comments of whatever stuck out in these magazines, whatever you like the best, whatever you remember. If anything stuck out that you're like, oh my God, I had this thing and I wish I got it. I wish I still had it, or you want to get it again, or you found something that you I don't know. Just let me know what your treasures are, your gaming and toy treasures that you may have found, that you may have seen and been able to relive through the sharing of these books. So, all right, that's it. Is Ninja still here? I think it looks like there's still a few people here. But guys, so thanks for joining. Next week, same time. I guess maybe next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 7 or 8 p.m. I've been oscillating between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time. I will let you know. Keep you posted. So until next time, I want you guys to remember that you're awesome, you're rad. Till all are one. Till all stay rad. And the one mission I have for you is, of course, to stay rad. Stay rad. It is your mission. It is your duty. It is your calling in life to stay rad. And so that's it. I'll just let you guys, I'll just have at it. On your way. And on your way into radness. And so did I say everything I was supposed to say? I think so. Oh yeah, right. Please like and subscribe this video. Okay, just cause that's a good thing to do. So like and subscribe. Come back next week. Check out all my other videos that I have here in the Radzone on my YouTube channel, Party Paul Go, and check out my Instagram, which you could also find under Party Paul Go on Instagram. And that's it. I'll just keep sharing all this content with you guys. And please enjoy. That's it. Until next time, stay rad.